Grand Finals time! Welcome into the Heroes International Grand Finals. My name is Bahamut, and we are here going to kick things off with Infernal Shrines map number 1 in this best of 7 series. Yes, it's a best of 7 series. First pick and map pick will be going over to the side of Bang Bush as they came from the winner's bracket. 30k coming up from the lower bracket, just now beating Tempest. And here we are, everyone's favorite dumb thing. NA versus EU. Whoa! Big crazy thing. 2 different regions. You gotta support your region and call the other one terrible because, I don't know, dividing people is very healthy nowadays. Why can't we all just unite under the same umbrella and say, yay Blizzard, yay HOTS? I was actually gonna say something else and I said half of it, but I said the not bad word before the other one. I changed my mind with the sentence midway through. But either way, let's go ahead and check out what's going to happen here because we have Lucio Hogger banned out, Brightwing Blaze banned out, a first pick Diablo to the side of Bang Bush. Why can't we all unite and acknowledge that Umbrella is bad? Yeah, I would agree. Umbrella is a pretty bad company. But now you have to remember, Wildfire, there's now Neo Umbrella, which is basically doing the opposite of what Umbrella did. That's actually the lore. That's why Chris Redfield shows up at the end of Resident Evil 7 Biohazard in a helicopter with an Umbrella logo, but it's now blue because it's the new Umbrella, which is a faction doing work to make sure Umbrella's shit is all... I love Resident Evil, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Diablo, Leorc, Sylvanas on the left-hand side, Tychus, Joanna for the members of 30k. Umbrella Academy is good. Umbrella Academy is a very fun show. As a reminder, on the 28th of October, we are going to be playing Resident Evil Village DLC, and depending on how long it takes us to beat that, we might re-beat Resident Evil Village in third-person mode with a bunch of fun mods. But yeah, we should have a nice, fun, long stream on that day. By the way, we also have a Baja Ross coming up. That'll be on the 29th. We have got a cooking stream on the 23rd, and we have movie night on the 30th. Exclamation movie if you'd like to vote on the movie that is coming up at the end of the month. And yeah. Baja going to beat it to Re-Village. Yeah, I see what you did there. Tracer to be banned out. Looks like the members of Bang Bush have done their research, as well as a Sergeant Hammer ban. Same thing from 30k. So let's go ahead and see, what do we get here? Infernal Shrines. I mean, this is Grand Finals. This is the time to bring out the big guns. This is where you grab your Zeratools. You get a 1-map advantage early on, while you're still hot after that last series versus Tempest. But they'll probably do what they've been... Yeah. I was going to say, they're probably going to do what they've been doing throughout the last series, which is leave Cure as the flex. They're going to put Liam on Yrel, which is a very good call. Cattle's Joanna's been pretty good as well. Looks like he doesn't want to go a Nubrak or Garrosh into the Diablo. And Tychus shredding values, always I'm happy to see. Legacy on Rhaegar. We'll probably see Ancestral Healing. Last 2 picks coming out from Bang Bush. They could go for Hypercarry Sylvanas. They're going to need a healer here, Malfurion, and then they're going to grab that Ultralisk Malthael once again. He did have some pretty good showings on the Malthael earlier. Well, we'll see what happens here because we do have last pick. What is it going to be? Kerrigan is open. Kerrigan is open. That is actually a really good point, War. I'd completely skimmed over that factor. As we get our last pick coming out here, I'm going to start writing out the prediction for all of you at home to get your gambles in because we are here in the Grand Finals. I'm excited for all of you, and I hope you all are excited about these games. Hey, a Mephisto, eh? All right, a Mephisto will be coming through, and that's actually a mod or a Mephisto. I am liking that quite a bit. Let's go ahead and swap over to our casting screen. You've got 2 minutes to get your gambles in. Ladies and gentlemen, which team will win Infernal Shrines Map 1 in our best of 7 Grand Finals? You've got a solid minute 30 left. I thought 30k already played this team. Vendetta, all I can respond to you with is exclamation bracket in chat, and take a look at the bracket, please. Or look at the stream title at the bottom of the stream. I'm on a mission from God to teach Twitch chat how to read stream titles. $35k in the hump hedge. Prepare yourselves, Twitch chat, for map number 1 in the best of 7 Grand Finals. On the left-hand side, Bang Bush with Henning on the Malfurion, Nagram on the Diablo, Ultralisk will play the Malthael Swamp Grotto on the Leoric, and Skog to be playing the Sylvanas. No one likes to read anymore. I mean, I read y'all messages all day. Just turn into a pirate all of a sudden. 30k on the right-hand side. In the red, we've got Legacy on the Rhaegar, Kier on the Tychus, Liam on the Urel, Cattle to play the Joanna, and of course, the thing I'm excited about, Madara on the Mephisto. Do I gamble on based on name alone? Yes. Hey. You gamble how you want to gamble. I don't judge. Ooh, level one Diablo. I know Devil's Due is not that big of a deal, but are we gonna see a different build Diablo? Like every Diablo is going into Spell Shield at level 1, Soul Shield, and then they go W for the rest of the build basically. I wonder if we see auto attack Diablo or something with this. Yar better be reading the stream title or you'd be walking the plank. Apparently, when pirates did not make people walk the plank. That's actually like a little bit of a myth. They like, we had a whole day of pirate facts, and I remember that being one of them. Like it had to do with like, if they were gonna really like mess someone up, they would like drag them behind the boat in the water. There's no winner bracket advantage. No, there is not. We've been talking about this throughout the day, but for anyone wondering, there's no advantage to the team that makes it through the winner bracket outside of getting first pick and map pick priority. So that's the only advantage the members of Bang Bush get by making their way through the winner's bracket and not dropping down to the lower bracket is the fact that they get map pick and first pick priority for this first map in the series. Keelhaul. Yeah, Keelhaul. Keelhaul! Nagram loves his Q build, Malevolence. I feel like I haven't seen Nagram play Diablo the whole tournament. Am I right in that? Can anyone else recall a Nagram Diablo? Because I feel like he's played a lot of, like, obviously a lot of Anubarak. He's definitely played some Joanna. I can't recall. Oh, nope. My pleasure, SOS. Happy to answer questions. We got a long series, and I'm sure I'll answer that question again, but the more of you that know in Twitch chat, the less I have to repeat the same thing. First objective phase will be in the top center, or top lane of the map. Leoric Urel still just doing a little bit of back and forth. Ooh, Leoric, look, Svamgrada did go Neil Peasants. Neil Peasants, okay. Believe that gives him faster shrine clear, because it's mercenaries and monsters, I do believe, that are the amplified damage onto the skeletal swing. Mind Control Sylvanas, Shadow Charge from Diablo, so he's going to be going... He's charging. He's charging lasers. But when's Fan gonna play? I don't know. You should text him. Whoa! I thought about Keelhaul being hauling from the keel. Oh, I don't. That'd be really hard to haul from the keel because you have to get under the. Oh, goodbye. First blood. Yeah, NA got first blood. Yeah, your region sucks. Yeah. Whoa, yeah, get hacked. Aha.
No.
Something like that. That's how I'm supposed to be. Is that the obnoxious thing I'm supposed to do? Oh, no, it was just a fluke, you know, like Skoog lag. That's probably why he died. It's not because NA killed him. Chef's kiss. Walks away slowly. Anyways, Liam will be stepping in here, going to be looking for the Avenging Rat to jump into the fight. We'll jump on top of Ultralisk, who is going to be throwing that mark out, but does not get any sort of connection onto the enemy heroes, as we do have the Skeletal Defenders rising rapidly to the side of Bang Bush. Liam jumping in. That's a nice Righteous Hammer. A lot of good damage on a Skog, who does manage to get the Haunting Wave. The grenade. Mephisto snipes the kill. Another cheesed kill from the dirty NA players. Objective phase will still go over to the side of Bang Bush. Swamp Grotto will land the Drain Hope onto Legacy. Cattle, Cure, all trying to back away. Cattle actually trying to eat the Punisher jump, but it's Mephisto who does get pulled in. Mephisto slept. Mephisto gets cleansed with 4 HP. Youch! Jump from Punisher onto Cattle this time. Fort Front Gate is gonna lose 1 tower. gate is about a third, a tower's about a third. Fairly good defense from 30k in the top lane right there. Am I not mistaken? The Yrel level 7, doesn't that give armor to allies when you land around them? Or is that the level 4 and the level 7's the CDR? I always misremember Yrel talents, but I'm pretty sure, isn't it armor at level 7 for allies that when you land with the Avenging Wrath? Seven is CDR, 4 is armor. Okay, thank you. My gut feeling was right, but I was like, maybe my gut feeling's wrong. Anyways, okay, so CDR at 7. Okay, thank you. Because I was like, we don't usually see the armor buff for allies. It's usually Hand of Freedom, of course, but I was like, I can't check the talent, so I can't check my own brain. Purification for the Rhaegar. So his Purge will have a 45-second cooldown now. Also have some extra little abilities into enemies with that Purge value. Just looking around the talents as well. Malevolence for the Diablo at level 7, if I'm not mistaken. So this is, I would say, the only thing, the big thing to note in the builds is probably the Diablo build, because it's the first time we haven't seen a W build Diablo, in my opinion. I might have missed it in a game or something, but I feel like this is like the first time in many of the Diablo games throughout this weekend that it's not going to be Soul Shield and then WW, Heroic WW. Apocalypse Diablo as well. We've been seeing a lot of Lightning Breath throughout this throughout the weekend, so Apocalypse Diablo. So we're going to see probably like Entomb, Wailing, Apocalypse. We might even see Leoric lean into the Spectral Leech and stuff at level 13, 16. Or Spectral Leech is the auto attack talent. But it's the Drain Hope talent's at 13, 16, and then we might see Unyielding Despair at level 20, because you don't, they kind of have their own DIY buried alive with the Wailing Arrow and Tomb. Unyielding Despair could be huge for Leoric. We'll see how it all works out. We'll see how it all works out as the game does progress. I wanted to say Purge and Purification at the same time, and my brain just combined the letters or words. Ancestor Healing, Durance of Hate, W build Mephisto mostly. I expect to just see more W build throughout the build, especially Mimic at level 20. Less Shield, Commandeer Odin, so nothing crazy to note on the Heroics outside of maybe the Apocalypse, I guess you could say, but it's not even that wild of a pickup because Diablo has viable Heroics on both sides, unlike Phoenix, who's trash can. Just gotta slide that one in there really quickly for Twitch chat. 0 to 2 in kills, and here we go. Second objective phase on the map. It's going to be a what? We'll find out here in 6 seconds when it does pop up at the bottom or when we see the gem illuminate. Mortar Punisher. I will not take this slander. Oh, you're gonna. You can't even type the real name of the hero. I'm doing air quotes for the word hero. Avenging Wrath, Liam really wants the kill. The Orc will pop the Entomb, and that's also going to be Ardent Defender popped on the opposing side. A lot of popping back and forth. Apocalypse from the Diablo will be triggered. Last Rites, Ancestral Healing. Cure almost going down. Does go down right there. First kill for the side of our blue team. Bang Bush banging their way through this objective phase. That's a root onto Liam, and Ardent Defender's down. Madara not able to get a counter kill, and that's a double kill to the side of Bang Bush, who pull ahead in experience due to late game kill experience value. And now look at Sylvanas. Does she go for the quick clear in mid? Yes. Will this be enough for 13s? There's a couple minions left. I was wondering if Sylvanas would go into top lane as well. Seems like they're going... What, are they going to 39 this? No, they're not. Okay. I feel like you'd want Sylvanas with your push potential, but a little bit of a hyper split from the side of Bang Bush here, just immediately trying to get into all lanes and get all value everywhere. I would have liked to see Leoric be the one to go to top and Sylvanas stay with the team, but it is what it is. If we could zoom out, this is extremely zoomed in, and it's hard to see everything. Hey, where do you keep your trash can in the house? Oh, you mean that four-legged dragoon? That's in the corner of the kitchen. Punisher falls in bottom. No structures down on the side of 30k just yet as the Haunting Wave. Skoog. Liam. Avenging Wrath. Goomba Stomp. Liam finds a kill. I'm on fire today? Oh, no. You meant like metaphorically. I got a little worried there that I was on fire and you were looking through my window noticing. What's up, Leo? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Top lane will be our next objective phase. There's already been a little bit of damage onto the keep or the fort front gate via that push and that fight. I'm going to be pushing around Cure, and I don't think Cure really cares. We have the Devastating Charge, level 13 for that Diablo, building up those stacks. Leorc is going to be also going into the Wraith Walk at 13. So the Ominous Wraith, and then we'll probably see Royal Focus 16. Probably Buried Alive, level 20. Malthael Self-Cleanse at 13 as well. I believe it's Remorseless for the Sylvanas at level 13. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy to note. No totem for the Rhaegar. I don't. Right, yeah. Condemn and Iron Skin popped. Okay. I don't know what you're talking about dropping, but I'm only reading my own Twitch chat, so don't know. Speaking of fire, is the mosquito fire? Oh yeah, the mosquito fire's been gone. Yeah, that one. My family was supposed to visit over a month ago, and they canceled. I told them to cancel the trip because I was like, dude, the fire's so bad. Like, you're gonna be stuck inside the house all day. So they rescheduled their trip for this week, and so they're here right now. And like today, they went hiking while I was doing casting. So they'll probably be back sometime during this Best of 7 or at the tail end of it. And then we have dinner planned, and then tomorrow's my day off. And then I'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday, we're playing Heroes of Storm all day. Wednesday will be Heroes of Storm, casting, and pray. Thursday will probably be some casting and pray. And then Friday is Elden Ring. Hopefully we can finish up Prey this week. I think I'm like 50-ish% of the way through the game. I feel like I'm 50-ish% of the way through the game. Maybe a little bit less. Someone in chat was like, I have 24 hours in the game. I'm like, but did you do everything? Because there's a lot of side missions. He's like, well, I have 100% of the game. And it's like, okay, all right, well, hold on. I think I saw Frozen Punisher. I think I saw the Observer hover over the camp and top, or the objective phase. So I think that will be Frozen coming up in 17 seconds. You live by the Fairview Fire. I was lucky you missed us. Oh, God, man, I gotta be honest. To anyone who lives near wildfires and stuff, it's such a weird feeling because, like, you're like, okay, like, I'm in my house, I'm kind of safe, but it's like, if the wind shifts super bad, I gotta pack up my crap and get out. That's literally how the mosquito fire was. But also, after the Caldor fire, Caldor with a C, after the Caldor fire and the evacuation last summer, Tahoe is, like, really on point about their... Like, we literally had a fight. There's camping around what's called... Hold on, I'm going to hold that thought as we have the Commandeero and the Durance of Fate. That's going to be a lot of damage onto the Diablo. Righteous Hammer is going to have an armor debuff on it from Liam, so keep that in mind. Templar's Verdict is going to be helping out with some burst ability, so Liam should be able to make some big plays for his allies. The objective phase halfway through in favor for the side of Bush, Bang Bushes. That's the Apocalypse. Commandeero still throwing out Ragnarok missiles and Annihilation. Legacy self-cast the Ancestral. Last rites onto Madara. Mephisto dead. Mephisto's out. Big entomb from Leorc. Cure just going to try and stand still and auto through the pain, but it's him who's going to go down. The pain train is here. Choo-choo. We're going to EU with the pain train. Quadra kill for the members of Bang Bush. There's multiple endings for the game. That makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, for some reason I thought Baja lived in, is that Wyoming is WA? Not California, wildfires. Oh, no, well, yeah. So, if you Google, you can Google this. It's, Google Emerald Bay, Lake Tahoe. And Emerald Bay is like, it's a really cool place around our area, and there's camping around it. And so there was a fire that started in Emerald Bay. From my neighbor, one of my neighbors, she works for the city, and she was actually one of the people that was, like, in charge during Caldor fire and stuff like that. She was telling me that they attacked the fire from, and I'm not exaggerating, they had helicopters dropping water, they had water boats, or water, like, gunboats, firing from the lake, they had firefighters on, like there as well. They literally attacked it from land, air, and sea. Like, they were like, no fires this summer in Tahoe. So it made me feel a lot better when that, like how quickly they also snapped onto that, but... Either way, Punisher will be gained by the side of Bang Bush. They're knocking on the door that is 30k. And it looks like the keep will go down. That's all that they will grab. And that'll be some core scratching. But a win condition has been set up for the members of Bang Bush. They get a good team fight. They rush top, they end game. God, I really wish we could stop zooming in this much. It is, like, I can't see Malthael at the bottom of the screen. Like, can we just not do the standard zoom, please? I know I'm complaining, but it's just, like, it's so hard to see what's going on. How is your day going? My day's going pretty good. Thank you for asking. I'm having a great time hanging out with all of you. Washington, duh. Wyoming's WY, isn't it? Firefighters won draft versus Tahoe Fires. That time, yeah. Would you say those fires are more or less destructive than Bang Bush in this game? More destructive. If, like, go look at the Dixie Fire from last year. The Dixie Fire was north of me, and that was a 500,000 acres. To put it in perspective for anyone, a United States, like, American football field, like a pitch for, like, a NFL game, an acre is, like, just shy of an entire football field. Like, it's like an end zone and 10 yards is less than that. So picture 500,000 football fields, roughly. And that was the size of the Dixie Fire last summer. Some shots out through the mid lane. Catapults are mounting in the top lane, favoring the side, of course, of Bang Bush as they still have their fort. And Tomb going out, not connecting. Looks like there was a buried alive in there because Cattle did get silenced for a second. When the Dixie Fire was happening, I was in Colorado hiking, literally saw the wall. Yeah, it's absolutely, it was terrifying up here. Like, you couldn't see across the lake. Like, we went like a solid month straight with just like smoke air in Tahoe. So when we did get evacuated, I will say this, as stressed out as we all were, it was kind of nice to breathe oxygen. Alrighty, so Ultralisk gets the self-cleanse, 20 talent tier advantage still to the side of Bang Bush here. Righteous Hammer from Liam. Well, Bang Bush are looking really comfortable here. They've got all of their outer tier structures, all their forts are up and available. A lone fort mid lane sits on the side of 30k, so they do have a decent retreat path, as this mid is going to be an Arcane Punisher. The Observer hovering over that for a second there, so we can see it. So Arcane Punisher bottom lane. Now, this is also going to be mid and bottom fort, of course, up and available for Bang Bush. They've got a nice safe retreat path in 2 different directions. Detours. Punisher available, Fallen Shaman top, Impaler bottom, all on the side of Bang Bush. Spectral Leech, god dang it. Drain Hope not connecting. I've done this for so long. Commandeer Odin, Durance of Hate, why are we zooming in? I can't see anything. Where's Sylvanas? Where's Rhaegar? Why are we zoomed in? Thank you. God forbid we can see the whole fight. As the Ancestral Healing does come through, that's going to be the Farseer's Blessing. Ultralisk does go down to the Righteous Hammer of Yrel, but Malthael buys back in immediately. Swamp Grata looking to just clear out the wave as the Commandeer Odin with the big red button is looking good for the objective. Swamp Grata getting chunked to 50%. Legacy coming in as well with some decent healing. We've got that pressure through top. Catapults are here. Liam will hearth, but he's going to be interrupted. The Punisher goes over the side of 30k, but this honestly feels like they just need to go manage lanes and such. I don't know if they even push with this much. Alright, so Cattle, Legacy, Cure, they're going to open up the fort front gate. Malthael throws out the mark. Malthael also cannot die for the next 3 minutes. Because if he does, he has a very long... Oh, good cleanse. Good cleanse right there. Hoof. Tranquility from Malfurion. Nagram low. Does go down to the grenade. That's souls consumed. And 30k are rallying here. Liam is pushing up mid lane. I do want to note that really quickly. So 30k could rotate quick mid. Maybe look for the structure there. We do have the Mimic for the Mephisto as well. So the siege value is actually insane. You can actually I learned this from... I learned this from, like, some random dumb player. Just kidding. But I have heard from other players that play a lot of Mephisto that you can self-cast Shade of Mephisto, and so you get the double Lightning Nova, but you can actually overlap them for just overlap siege potential. It's a cool little tactic that I I've seen some Mephistos used, but it's also just a great way to just shred through structures because you get the Venn diagram or the overlapped Lightning Nova value. Seven to 5. Yrel top lane. Next objective will be top as well. Yrel just pushing out the cat. Looks like Yrel's just pushing out catapults specifically, or at least in the wave she was in, and now Liam is going to continue just focusing on the rest of this wave because, I mean, catapults are the most terrifying factor in that wave, and since you're not rushing for 20 anymore, yes, of course, there is scaling between 20 and 22, or 22 and 21 levels or whatever it was, like 5% scaling or something, but still, like, at least you don't have the catapult pressure in the lane, so it's some sort of alleviation as we're looking at a bottom lane. I'm looking at mid right now because there's kind of... It looks a little bit like Leorc wants to collapse into the back line. Diablo's floating just above, but 30k won't step up too far here. They're respecting the enemy, and I like this call from 30k. They don't want to lose this first map. They want that momentum at the start of the best of 7. 4%. Oh, sorry, 4%. 4, 5... I don't know. Why don't we just say 4.69%? Sounds good to me. I think Cattle got the Shield Glare Scouts. Nagram on the far side of the bush, or the wall, actually. Out of vision. All right. We're kind of just holding out here until objective phase, I would assume. So top lane pushed back once again. Camp to be cleared out. Liam is... I'm just staring at minimap, waiting to see what Liam is doing, because he's kind of leading the charge a bit for his allies. Swamp Grotto steps in the bush. Cattle goes right into it as well. Cattle avoids the buried alive. Little entomb value creating some terrain. Self-cleanse under Yrel as she jumps in. Double jump, looking for Skog, who does go for the Will of Forsaken and the Haunting Wave to back away. Most butt scales at 4%, but there is exceptions. Don't see any butt, though. Beautiful butt spot. Man, Liam is just in this. He is aggressive. He's just like, I will Avenging Wrath over and over again and keep smashing the enemy's face in with this. Frozen Punisher for the top lane coming up. Looks like Mephisto and friends will clear out one more wave really quickly. This could be the final Punisher for map 1 in this best of 7 grand finals. Avenging Wrath, Righteous Hammer. Durance of Hate a little wide right there from Mater. We've got 11 out of the 40 of the Skeletal Defenders favoring the side of Bangbush. Mephisto getting pushed around by the Diablo. Root from Malfurion. Storm Shield from the Rhaegar is going to be coming through. No, that was the Joanna. Malthael goes down. Malthael buys back in though because he's waited long enough. He's got another 3. Oh, nice. Hellgate into Apocalypse. Rhaegar does go down. That's going to be a 62-second cooldown or death timer. A lot of damage in the Swamp Grotto, but he's able to back away. At least I assume he is. Yes, he is. I don't think... Actually, Liam is going to chase in. Liam is in the... Oh, no, he's getting... He's fine, I think. I don't know. Rhaegar up in 42. Liam able to Avenging Wrath back, and it's going to be defense around the core. The call is made. 30k is backing away, defending. 23 minutes in, the Punisher moves his way through the bottom lane. Frozen Punisher dealing decent damage, of course. Can't really check that right now, but he's probably somewhere in the 600 plus mark area into structures. What's the time frame to take for your butt to grow 4%? How do you level? Usually, I mean, it really, you know, what is the mantra? Feed the booty or whatever? Tychus does go down very early to the Nexus Forces. That's going to also be Yrel jumping in very deep. Ardent Defender is available, going to be popped right there. The Punisher dropping to still 70%. Yrel low. Self-cleanse, unstoppable. That's Yrel going down. I think this is going to be map number 1. Ancestral Healing does come through. A double kill. Diablo, Leorc do go down. Maybe it's not over. If 30k pulls this back, I will be so impressed, honestly. Still, the defense is still here. Skog is still getting damage onto the core as the keep is where Cattle keeps this Punisher floating around. Durance of Hate shy as Madara comes in with some damage. Haunting Wave forward from the Sylvanas. Madara throwing back a Skull Missile. Swamp Grotto cheating death. He's going to respawn here in 26 seconds. We do have Diablo coming back. The mid lane for it has fallen to the minion wave as the Punisher is going to be pulled to mid lane. Sylvanas uses the Black Arrows. Lacerates goes out onto Maltheo, but it doesn't seem to get enough damage. 5% off the core. 5%'s all that has fallen off this core. The Punisher has ended. Skog very low, gets the Haunting Wave out. Diablo, will he be able to back away? Leoric is respawning, and I actually thought the Punisher fell earlier, but still, 21% off the core. Bottom lane is a huge wave approaching a keep. Squats to level your butt game. See, there you go. Chat's got you. All right, Catapult in bottom will get a couple shots. Sylvanas actually uses possession to immediately steal that away.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
It very much can be. Mid lane keep. I like we zoomed in. I'm sure it correlates to something different. But just like all of a sudden, mid lane keep. Alrighty, I think Maltheo has been alive long enough to buy back in again if he does die. The camp is actually going to be left with just the Fallen Shaman here, fully leashed as well. Interesting. Now, I do want to point out, the next Punisher is bottom lane. If the members of 30k can win this, they could actually go keep core with it, potentially. Confirm that mid lane keep didn't spontaneously grow legs and walk away. That's a good point. Sometimes that does happen in Heroes of Storm. Shadow Charge, overpowered, buried alive onto Cattle. He gets the Storm Shield as well. Drain Hope onto a player. Swamp God is going to be pushed around by the Uro Righteous Hammer. He's going to be able to Wraith Walk right out. Cure to go into bottom lane to get the clear onto the wave. And god, man, this is a tense one-shot. We shouldn't be far off from our objective spawn either. It should be somewhere in the next like 45 seconds or so. It's my best guess, I think. Been a little bit since, it's been a while since our last Punisher did spawn. Siege damage, 137, 189, 190 plus for Tychus. Wow, god dang, Tychus, chill. Heroic damage, Maltheo with 105,000, Mephisto with 126,000. Dear lord. Camp in top lane will be grabbed now, it looks like, or at least are they delaying? No, they do get the camp. Swamp Grotto stepping into bush. Liam with the Avenging Wrath ready. There's the shrine activated. So Drain Hope broken right there. The connection lost. Kira and friends clear at the top lane. Still have a catapult there. I'm anxious for these teams. Bottom lane keep still existing. Fallen Shamans, I think, are still brawling out in top. Maybe there's some targeting that changes. Or maybe like one of the Fallen Shamans is targeted by the wave, so they just left. I'm not sure. We can't check it. But either way, 10 to 8 in kills, 25 to 24 in our levels. Fallen Shaman favoring the side of Bangbush is going to be pushing up top lane. It's going to be a lot of damage in the Swamp Grotto at the start of this fight. Commandeer Odin is out. Big red button value. Liam going to be pushing people around. Gets the Avenging Wrath out. That's a buried alive down for the next 47 seconds. He actually canceled it immediately as well. Durance of Hate goes out. Maltheo, Blessed Shield as well. Henning is going to be targeted here. Nagram gets into the backline. Ancestor Healing. Farseer's Blessing. Farseer's Blessing going to splash over to an ally as Liam goes back into the backline. Maltheo is unstoppable. We have Leoric going down first in the engagement, and that's going to be the members of 30k. They've got to defend their core. The longer, as long as this is delayed, as long as they stop the backs, this is okay. Actually, it's not even that big of a deal. Sylvanas is going to go try and end. Sylvanas is trying to end. Legacy is Hearthing. Liam is Hearthing. Madara is Hearthing. Legacy gets canceled out of the Hearth. Madara stops the Hearth as well because Liam's already defending at core. Leoric is up in 17 seconds. Skog, Hearthing. Punisher jumps over. They're going to bait it towards mid. It doesn't go. Bottom lane keep falls. Oh my god. Is this going to happen? Is this going to happen? 79% of the core on the right-hand side. Punisher jumps over onto Malfurion. Tranquility will be used. Nagram pushing Cure around. Cure getting very low. Storm Shield will activate. Lacerates goes out, finding no value at all. Durance of Hate will expire. Yrel jumping over the wall. That's going to be Swamp Grotto going down first in the engagement as the Entomb will be out from the Leoric. We have got some damage onto the core. It's falling. Punisher's still way too healthy, and I cannot believe it. I cannot believe the hold from 30K. I need a beer. That was such a good game one, man. That was such a good game one. I don't care if you are a 30K fan or a Bang Bush fan. That was a good goddamn game of Here's the Storm. Regardless of winner, that was some good action. Tension. It was all there. Unlike modern movies. Sorry. Oh, complete prediction. Sorry, I thought I actually hit the last button. That was, seriously, that was such a great map. That was map 1 in a best of 7. Boy, howdy, am I liking this series already. Fafin, oh man. So Fafin has been posting in my Discord. By the way, I have a Discord. But I have a animal photo Discord channel, and I'm not exaggerating. Fafin keeps posting photos of his cat, and it looks so much like the cat I used to have. I used to have an orange just like this. His name was Odin. Not as fluffy in the ears. Not as fluffy in the ears for sure. But he was like the same palette, same little dumb face. I had a cat named Odin like that, and he was so adorably dumb. He ran into walls. He fell off of tables. So shout out to Fafin for sharing the cat photos, because it's adorable. It reminds me of my own cat. Thank you, Chess. While we're waiting for our next map, I'm actually going to run to the bathroom because I've had a lot of fluids, so I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'm also going to run a quick ad, so that way you don't get any ads or pre-rolled in the next game, okay? So you might get a couple ads here. I do apologize. I really apologize to my subs that are getting ads. So you're saying that Odin was never granted use of one of the orange brain cells? No, I kept all of them for myself. All right, I know you can probably hear stuff in the background. I'm waiting for the ads to end, so before we go into anything, so no one misses any of the content right now. So I believe everyone should have all of their ads done. Welcome back into the stream, and I'm going to welcome you into map number 2. This is going to be Dragonshire. This will be map choice of the side of 30K, as they won the previous map. The members of Bang Bush have first pick or map pick priority. As you're seeing a Lucio first ban, obviously Bang Bush went for first pick priority going into Dragonshire. So a Lucio ban, a Brightwing ban. What else are we going to get here? It'd be cool if there was a button to volunteer to get ads to support the streamer. That would be pretty cool. You could watch on a private window. That is true. That is true, actually. Yeah, you could open up like an incognito tab of the stream and just watch it from there. Because I do believe that would count as 2 viewers. Unfortunately, ad revenue is really not the biggest way I make money. I'd say ad revenue is probably the smallest amount of money that's brought in. I've literally, in the 5 years I've been streaming, nearly 6 years I've been streaming, I've never got an ad revenue payout because of the way that the thresholds work and how much money you get per, like, 1,000 ads run, or 1,000 viewers who watch one ad or something. You can Google it. Just look at ad payout, like, breakdowns. It's dumb. You don't want those 10 bucks? Jay, I've been streaming for like 6 years. I don't even think I have 10 bucks. I don't even think I've gained $10 of ad revenue. The way that money gets come in is from people's generosity, subscribing and giving bits and direct donations. That is the best way to support Bandit, and I guess me. So all I'm saying is, if you have Amazon Prime, no, I'm just kidding. Could you imagine going fishing in the middle of a draft? Blaze, Muradin, Hanzo for the side of Bangbush. They'll ban out the Joanna. Cattle will be going into the Anubrak instead. We'll have a Legacy Rhaegar once again. Now, is this going to be a Malthael ban? The Malthael was really, really hard to deal with, I feel like, on the side of 30k. Or will they look for something else? Maev. I guess the Malthael doesn't need to be banned out because he probably wouldn't be in the... I don't know. I'm like 50-50 because I feel like they could still run the Malthael. Like they could do a hyper carry Hanzo and still run Malthael, I think. Though, no, I think you could still run it, honestly. Because you could also go to level 7 to reduce healing, so you could mitigate Ancestor healing if you wanted. They also, on the side of Bangbush, they could also look at a Decker Kane if they want a Herodric Cube, the Ancestor healing. That's definitely a possibility. Genji Yrel. Liam is playing the Liam hero, and he is on Yrel. I like it. I support Bandit with pictures of cats. Faf and I was literally just talking about how much I love the pictures of the cat you've been sending. What do you mean? You don't want those 10 butts? Oh, I want those 10 butts, trust me. As a single man, I would love 10 butts. You could play it, oh shit. War. Thank you for the 500 bits. Kerrigan Karazim, eh? Yeesh.
Showing my bitties but Bahamut Asmodov.
War, thank you for the 500 bits. And Madara gets Chromie. These two are ready to fight. Dude, these are very good drafts. These are very good drafts from both sides. I do not envy any of you who have to do Twitch predictions, but I know every single one of you want to do a Twitch prediction because that's going right now. Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen, because the Twitch prediction has begun. You have 2 minutes to get your gambles in. Which team is going to win? Dragonshire. Orange Kitty Steel Steal My Heart. Oh god, as I said, I used to have a cat named Odin who was orange and just, it looks just like your cat without the as fluffy of the inside of ears, and he was so moronically dumb. I guess he was moronically beautiful. Oh, he was an idiot, and I loved him. Fell off of tables, ran into walls. He just chilled. He never scratched up the couch. Though he did play, his favorite game to play was What's Under the Blanket, in the sense of I'd be sleeping in 2 in the morning and he'd shove his paws claw first into or underneath the blanket, and then he'd be like, oh, there's your arm. Let me just scratch that. Looks like there is there's a pause, so we'll just bring it on back to us over here. He's a total airhead. Dude, or like seriously, oranges, they're such good cats, man. If I had the ability to like have a cat, I would, because I don't have the space for like the litter box and stuff like that. I also live in a mountain town, and coyotes and stuff make me very nervous if a cat were to get out. On the left-hand side, we got Bangbush. We got Svampgrada on the Blaze, heading on the Karazim. Skoog will be playing the Hanzo. Nagram on the Muradin. Ultralisk on the Kerrigan.
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Is it a best of 7? Yes, it is. Over on the right-hand side, we have got the members of 30k. Kira on the Genji, Cattle on the Anubrak, Legacy on the Rhaegar. We have got Madara on the Chromie, and we'll see Liam on the Yrel. Yeah, my orange was an indoor, but you also, like, it took me a solid, like, because I got Odin when he was a kitten with my ex, and it took us a solid, like, 6 to 8 months to really get him to, like, not want to even really go outside. Like, because he would jailbreak and he would go outside and I'd have to go and grab him, but it took so long to really, like, kind of teach him that, like, outside's a no-no. Because, you know, cats are stubborn and they'll just keep doing what they want to do, so... It took a while, man. It took a while. It took a lot of just, like, he would try and just grab him by the scruff and, you know, put him down in the living room and plop him on the nose and say no. Cure gets the Swift Strike with 200 HP out.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's power? Prove it. Take control of the shrine.
All right. Let's look at level 1s because I didn't take the time to. Nothing crazy to note, really. I will say Murden did go 3rd wind at level 1, so more sustainability from the Murden player. No block stacks at level 1. No red card talent with the auto attack not sledgehammer. I forget the name of the level 1 because no one ever really. Perfect Storm? I think it's Perfect Storm, isn't it?
And lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
Oh, barn cats are badass. Those cats are great. So, Yrel and Swampgrada. Liam and Swampgrada still in top lane, brawling out around the shrines, as I had mentioned earlier. There's a very early objective timer for this map, and so you're going to be seeing that already up and active Moon and Sun Shrine. You've got the Moon Shrine favoring 30k, and Blaze and Yrel still brawling out over that top point. And Blaze and Yrel, oh, Yrel's a little bit lower in HP, but she's going to focus in on the wave. Ultralisk is sitting in the bush, and Liam is... Ooh, Cure. Ooh, yeah. Swift Strike. Oh! Shimada Bro kills Shimada Bro. First blood to 30k. Perfect Storm. Nailed it. Best caster, NA. Block Totem for the Karazim as well. We do have the Sharpened Blades. Maybe. For the Kerrigan at level 7, or level 4, I think that's 75 stacks. You need to finish that one out. Explosive Arrow for the Hanzo. Is that that's the secondary cast of, like, if you thunderclap someone with Muradin, that gives the second cast, so we'll probably see healing static. Muradin's going extremely, like, tanky and safe here. Liam is just doing his best to 1v3 while Kato looks for the channel, but it's not going to be enough. Liam has to back off the top lane. But while all that's happening, Cure and crew are pushing in bottom hard. Thunder burn. Thunder. Anubarak burrow charges right on top of Henning, and good night. Liam gets the physical armor. Right, just no way Liam lives there. Wow-wee. Wow. Nagram, goodbye. Bottom lane fort. So I want to point this out really quickly. I want to point out what just happened in the last 40-some seconds, okay? 3 members rotate into top lane to try and kill Liam. Liam lives. Hanzo dies in bottom lane before or like just at the start of all of that. And then the hard push with the camp through bottom lane. All because Bangbush tried to gank Liam and he didn't die. A fort a death for a failed gank. Like, I just want to put that in perspective of, like, everything that Bangbush just tried in the last minute and a half just benefited 30k in that outcome. So it's just very interesting, like, how much investment there is to try and kill Liam in this top lane and how much it's not working out at all. And he didn't even back. 4 members to kill Liam this time. Anubarak is up here. 5 members to kill Liam. Righteous Hammer pushes back a few. Liam sidestep. You can't do that one. But a camp gets invaded and stolen away in bottom lane. Surely he dies now. You know what would have been funny if he didn't? It would have been very comical if I read your Twitch chat message and it was like, oh no, he's alive. Honestly, I will say this. If he had Ardent Defender at level 10, he would have lived there for sure. He would have somehow, some way, he would have pulled it out, and he would have managed that. Okay, bottom lane held by, the Moon Shrine held by the side of 30k. Cure jumping in. Shuriken's going out. 43 for the Kerrigan, 13 for the Hanzo level 1, 29 on the Genji. Henning comes into bottom to help out with some punchies. Slowing Sands from the Chromie. Swampgrata getting bopped around by Liam. No kill from Madara. Muradin. Oh no, Legacy. I don't know if he self-ancestrals. He goes back in onto Ultralisk. The slow is there. Genji comes in as well. Where's the Avenging Wrath? Where's the Righteous Hammer? There it is. There's the beef. Liam does get the kill. And Rhaegar goes to the point. Liam into mid lane. I think we get Dragonite. Oh, nope. Swampgrata has a different idea. Or does he? He does. Cure. He gets out of there. Okay. Liam also comes in. Arrow. Just bye. Hello. Wee. Who picked the map? This will be map choice of 30K. The members of Bang Bush opted in for first pick priority for map number 2 as they lost map number 1. Spoilers, but I'm sure you can figure out that they lost map 1 if you look at the top of the screen. Though I will say this, Twitch chat's really, you know, they struggle with reading things on screen, so. So Genji's still in bottom, 1 to 4 in kills, 13 talent tier, closer and faster for the side of... Genji jumped next to Kerrigan, made like, he did like a bunch of flashy kung fu moves and then just ran away. That's honestly, it reminds me of those old kung fu movies where like someone does all these like cool martial art moves and then they just like, they do horrible in the fight. Like Genji kind of did that with the deflect. He swift strikes in. Anyways. What's the title? Well, it's this thing that most Twitch streams have. Cyber Agility, Swift Strike, Cyber Agility, Swift Strike. So we got a time trap in the bush. That's going to be, that's the movement speed buff to allies, movement debuff to enemies, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's the blue one. Red one is chronic conditions, which is the armor changes. I'm pretty sure. Mid lane, once again, we haven't had a Dragonite. That's going to be a Stormbolt connecting on to Cure, but not enough to really make him worry. 13 talent tier advantage to the side of 30K. Mid lane, they can't get the Dragonite still. Stormbolt missed, and Nubrak burrows out. I'm picturing Indiana Jones versus that one sword fighting guy who just shoots him. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that. That's such a funny scene. I heard that they're making another new Indiana Jones, which part of me was like, stop it. Stop it. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was so bad. Arrow connecting onto a Nubrak. Legacy as well. That's a Dragonite. Liam gets inside. Now, what do they get? Liam says, I would like to push out my lane a little bit, and mid lane is going to be poked at by Chromie and Cure. There's like, cause they had like an announcement or whatever. Like, don't they have like a silhouetted like poster with like Indiana Jones 5? Just let a series die. Like, I really want them, like, as much as like it was really cool to see Hellraiser, the new Hellraiser, the new Halloween, the new Scream. All of those movies were just not that good. Like, by their comparisons, in a sense. The new Hellraiser was meh. The new Halloween was just, oh. Scream was, I guess, alright-ish. I would rather watch the new Star Wars movie than the new Hellraiser or Halloween movie for sure. I'd rather watch those, to be honest. I'd rather watch Star Wars. Because at least, you know, at least there's like something entertaining happening on the screen. New Hellraiser's meh. Are you hearing this? Have any of you seen the new Hellraiser? Just kind of meh. I don't know what it is with Hollywood lately, but like every single horror movie is just a teen drama. It really is. It's like the protagonist is a teen that has a problem with another teen, and then horror things happen. Seven-sided strike, and goodbye, Urel, Ancestor Healing will not come out in time, and the members of 30K finally getting punished once, for the first time it feels, on this map. I want to watch Terrifier 2, but I'm sort of buying into Buzz, though. Terrifier 2, is that Terrifier 2. Why do I know that name? I want to watch Barbarian, and I want to watch Nope. Terrifier 2. No, I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, wait. I didn't realize they were making a sequel. Yeah, I love Terrifier 1. I didn't realize they made a sequel for it. Oh, shoot. Really? Oh. Oh, we're back into a game. Sometimes I want to go see a movie, but they all look like shit lately. I will say, I went and saw the Resident Evil movie almost a year ago. That was the last movie I saw. And before that, I hadn't seen a movie in a theater for like 6 years. But I saw Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City in theaters, and I understand that all Resident Evil movies have their flaws. I had a blast with it. I was like, this is worth my money. But I'm with you. Like, it's hard for me to go to a movie. The other movie I really wanted to see in theaters, and that I was okay, and I kind of wish I spent the money, was the new Sonic movie. The new Sonic movie was pretty good. Sad to hear the Hellraiser so-so. Love the Jamie Clayton. Really excited to see, to hear she was in it. I'm not, like, it's mostly, my biggest gripe is that it takes way too long to get to Hellraiser in the movie. It's about a 2-hour movie, and there's way too much, like, interpersonal development between characters. I understand creating a cohesive story and interpersonal relationships are good for story, but there's so much time spent on this back and forth love and hate and all this teen drama, and then you get to Hellraiser and it feels like a separate movie at that point. It feels like two different ideas, and they just kind of melded them in the middle and said, here's our transition. I will give this, though. The new Hellraiser does a fantastic, really, really fantastic job of explaining how the Cenobites work, how the box works. There's a lot of really cool stuff in the movie. It just, the lead into the Cenobites takes so long. It's way too long. By comparison, like, I rewatched The Thing earlier this week, and The Thing's like, it starts and it just keeps going. Whether it be with that dreadful horror that you feel as an audience member because you kind of know something, or there's just the action or the dread, the bad things happening within. Also, the practical effects in The Thing are just something to even marvel at in their own. 16 to 17 are levels, 2 to 5 in kills, and Dragonite, with Liam inside, is going to be knocking on a keep front door. X-Strike from Cure, he's going to get hit and cleansed by Legacy. Well, I guess he'll be hit by the arrow, cleansed by Legacy. There we go. Kerrigan with a combo. Dragonite falling below 50%. Kick onto the Karazim. Top lane fort might fall to the massive wave, but the bottom lane fort keep does go down. Sorry about that. Bottom lane keep does go down. There's going to be a dive onto one player. That's Murden going down. 7-sided strike onto the Karazim, but that's mostly just to keep himself alive. Cocoon onto Blaze. Cocoon onto Blaze. A lone Hanzo Kerrigan defend around him. Slowing Sands. Big damage. That's going to be the Swift Strike through. Skoog taking a lot of damage on this Hanzo from Cure. And ladies and gentlemen, this is 30k knocking on the door of core number 2. That's going to be Skoog taking a lot of damage. Ardent Defender use Swift Strike coming through, and Cure finds the kill. It's gonna be a Chrysalis, but that doesn't stop the kills from happening.
Team kill!
To the side of 30k, who run their way into this best of 7 with a 2-game lead. GG, well played. I gotta catch my breath. Choose. Which team wins Dragonshire? 30k. Are they gonna show talents? Oh, I changed it over there. The moment it was changed over, I hit the button as well. Oh well. All right, there we go. So, best of 7 series. 30K is up, but it is going to be. Thank you, Dave. But of course, we get ready for map number 3, best of 7 series. Detours. I'm not gonna lie. I want as many games as possible, but I also don't. there's a little bit of me that's like, if this went 4, no, I'm cool with it. Not because then I could brag about region stuff, but oh my god, what is this? What is this creature? Sorry, I'm looking through Discords right now and just Dave's Discord with Trinity photos are always cute. Alrighty, let's see. You want a reverse sweep now? Well, actually, for it to be a reverse sweep, the members of 30K have to go up one more map, and then the members of Bang Bush have to start winning. I literally said something about a reverse sweep in a CCL broadcast, and someone in chat did the exact same thing to me. They were like, actually, Bahamut, it can't be a reverse sweep because the map score is not in reverse sweep setup. Okay, fine, whatever. I didn't say the words that you like me saying. That is casting in a nutshell. I mean, someone came in earlier and complained about how many times I said like. I don't know, if you're not enjoying my casting, go find someone else. Bye-bye. Isn't a reverse sweep coming from behind and winning consecutive games? I don't know, Raz, man. I don't know. People make up their own definitions of things because the person was saying like, well, in a best of 5, the team that reverse sweeps would have to be down 0-2. So you're not allowed to call it a best of 5 or a reverse sweep, Bahamut? That was my night. That was my life. That was my life as a CCL commentator, and it continues. Why is Heppy so goddamn cute? Why is Heppy so freaking cute? Retweet. Right? Little cat shirt. I know, I just, in between games, I've been scrolling through Twitter a little bit because people are posting, event photos and stuff. So I'm like, ooh, what are some of the event photos that I missed? Does Bang Bush also get double elimination, or is it for teams that lost on the way to the finals? No. I mean, we're in the grand finals. This is it. We're in the grand finals. That's it. You're not allowed to say anything ever, Baha. That's why you're on Twitch. Oh, okay. Makes sense to me. Yeah, we are in the grand finals. We are in the grand finals. God. Sorry, someone on Twitter. He has risen! Man, I'd love to have a 20-foot tall skeleton in my front yard. My neighbors would hate me. You're recently watching Mortal Kombat 11 and the double elimination for everyone, including finals. Right. Okay, but this is a MOBA. This is a best of 7 MOBA. So what you're suggesting is you want there to be a reset bracket in a best of 7 MOBA, which is a potential of 14 games. We talked about this earlier. No MOBA does a reset bracket. I have never known a single MOBA to ever do a reset bracket. More games sound good to you? Yeah, no player would go for a reset bracket in a MOBA. No. Does it get cold at night in Tahoe? Oh, it's been cold in Tahoe. Oh yeah, we our summers are typically 30 to 40 degree Fahrenheit shifts from day to night. So if it's about 70 during the day, it should be about 30 to 40 at night. Right now, I can actually look. I think it's actually even lower at night. Today's high is 67 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 20 Celsius, and the low for tonight will be 31 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 0 Celsius. And the days are pretty much like that throughout the rest of the week. So, like a 20 degrees Celsius swap or a 32 degree Fahrenheit swap, roughly, something like that. Any fall foliage yet? Yeah, we're actually just getting the turn of colors, which is great. My parents are actually in town visiting, and the fall colors are just hitting like this week pretty hard. So it's really, really nice for them while they're going hiking and stuff. We're actually gonna go on a hike tomorrow on my day off, so it'll be really, really fun. We're gonna take Bandit up to one of our favorite hiking trails, and we're gonna go hiking, and then we're gonna go have lunch at a lake you can literally only hike up to. And so we're gonna go hang out, and then tomorrow night we're gonna go out for dinner together, and then yeah, it's gonna be some good times. They're out for a hike right now because I told them I'm gonna be casting for most of the day. I actually thought I was gonna be done a lot earlier than this. I thought I was gonna be done like an hour ago, but the games are going very long today, so that is what it is. I'm sure they'll be cool with it. They really don't like when they come back. It's whatever. They're not even back still. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of it's sometimes you do a weighted best of 7, but this is a non-weighted best of 7 where the team that came through the upper bracket got a advantage in game number 1 being first pick and map pick priority. And that's really the only advantage they got. So we sit here and wait. You're waiting for it to cool off? Oh, it's so nice day. It's like every day is pajama and sweater weather. Non-weighted best of 7 equals a best of 7? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Typically, weighted best of 7s means that there's a 1-game advantage for a team. So, whenever someone mentions a best of 7, there's a question of like, is it weighted? So, if you say non-weighted, then it just kind of answers it immediately. Donner Lake area, Sierra's amazing. Oh yeah. Donner. Who? Does anyone want to have a Donner party? Anybody want to learn about some cannibalism in the United States? So it's a real thing, actually. The Donner Party sometimes, the Donner Party sometimes called the Donner Reed Party, is a group of American pioneers who migrated to California on a wagon trail from the Midwest. Delayed by a magnitude of mishaps, they spent the winter of 1846-1847 snowbound in the Sierra Mountain Range. It's super fascinating. It's a really fascinating story. Funny enough, Mitch Hedberg actually makes a joke about it in one of his stand-ups from years ago, and I never knew the joke until, like, I moved into Tahoe, and my friend was telling me the story about the Donner Party, and I remember, like, sitting there and, like, I had the realization, I was like, Mitch Hedberg makes a joke about this, and he was like, what? And I was like, he's got the whole joke about, like, Donner Party is 6. Anyways. I never caught it until, like, randomly one day. I was like, oh my god. Now I need to rewatch Cableman for the millionth time? Why? What? I guess you're welcome. I guess you're welcome, Creeper. It's wild stuff. It is wild stuff, SD. Ah, no worries. No worries. Happy to answer. I know you can hear draft stuff, but I did accidentally run a late 30-second ad, so we're going to wait for that ad to end, and then we'll get into draft. You're looking for donors, not... Get out of here, chat. Thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. I need to move my water bottle so I can see actual stuff. So, we're here. Map number 3. Map number 3 in the Best of 7 series. Garden of Terror. Lucio Yrel. So, we will see Liam's Yrel getting banned out. But that means that Liam could get Hogger. And Hogger is fantastic for this map. Do we actually have a... Okay, it's Brightwing. So, I really like the idea of Liam getting Hogger here. He did really good with it in the previous series. I think it's great for grabbing camps here. Bounce ability is really good. Shockwave with a potential like polymorph follow-up or even like setup is really, really cool too. A Dahaka Sylvanas. All right, I can take that. I can take that. Sylvanas good push potential. Dahaka strong overall. His minimally wounded warrior star had me in stitches. Oh, I've never heard of this Razno. I'll have to check that out. Let's see. So Blaze, Diablo. Is this like seriously, I really would like the Hogger for Liam here. He's gonna grab that. Cattle will get the Joanna. Alright, Cattle continuing to play a strong Joanna. No Anubarak play from him. We still have Muradin, Anubarak, Garrosh, May. I'm sure there's a couple other tanks that I always forget. Uther main tank potential is available as well. Entire specials on Spotify? Oh, I'll have to add it to my add it to a list or something. It's cool to see a tank I lost to in Heroic Division playing in the finals. Pretty hype. Hey, what's up, Orsamanthus? Uther tank is really bad into pummel. Well, then just don't let Hogger get pummel. Duh. just win the game before Uther gets before Hogger gets pummel. Easy. Maiev Tracer ban. When am I gonna see Cure Zeratul? Like, it's Cure Zeratul on ping. Where is it? Off ping, on ping, whatever the terminology is. Where is Cure Zeratul? I want to see this. I need it. I want to see him pop off on a Zeratul off ping. On ping, off ping, I forget the words for it. Alright, let's see. So Brightwing, Hogger, Joanna. We've got Anubarak, Rhaegar on the left-hand side. Genji once again for Cure, and a Junkrat. Okay.
Ready to roll out.
They had to have been feeling like the Sergeant Hammer was coming. They had to have been feeling the Sergeant Hammer was coming with the way they built this draft. I wonder if we get a Falling Sword Joanna. I wonder if we get that to dive into the backline or something like that. Which team will win Garden of Terror? Oops. Which team will win Garden of Terror? Get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. You got 2 minutes to bet. Oh, Buttsbot, you had such a good setup, but you just messed it up so quickly. He's been doing Tracer as his Zeratul. Sure, but I want to see the Zeratul. I want pictures of Spider-Man. Any 30K believers? Any Bang Bush believers in chat? Over on the right-hand side, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at 30K. Cattle on the Joanna. We've got Hogger to be played by Liam. Madara on the Junkrat. Brightwing to be played by Legacy. Kira on the Genji. And Joanna to be played by Cattle. I don't know why we're jumping around so much here, but on the left-hand side, probably Ultralisk on Hammer. I'm trying to remember all the player names off the top of my head. Swamp Grotto will be playing the
3, 2, 1.
Dahaka. Anubarak played by... Oh my god, my brain is just shutting down. Heading on the Rhaegar, Anubarak probably played by Nagram, and that will leave Skog on the Sylvanas. Oh wow, 50-50 on the predictions on this one, eh? Shield Glare, little short distance haunting wave. Ultralisk doing hammer things in bottom, polymorph and some poke from the Junkrat. They're gonna be seeing extra wound timers from the Junkrat level 1. Is that right? It feels wrong when I say it. I don't know, my brain's I'm so much Heroes of the Storm today. It's been a lot. Henning gonna get the bite on to Cure. The brush stock in from the Dahaka. Will he get the drag immediately? He's gonna look at Madara. Henning goes in. That's a great cleanse. Soothing Mist from Legacy AoE cleanse. Liam in top lane getting shoved in. Kettle. I don't think he can really do much to stop the Anubarak and the Sylvanas in said top lane. You have no idea how excited I am for the day off tomorrow. I am going to sleep in. I don't have to get up at 5. You know what's going to happen? I've gotten up at 5:30, 6 a.m. every day for the past couple days in a row. I'm willing to bet that my brain is going to wake up at that time tomorrow, and then I'm just not going to be able to fall back asleep. We'll see. We'll hopefully be able to get some sleep tonight, but we will have some camps to be grabbed across the map between the two teams. Beetle Boy for the Anubarak at level 1. Heading with the bite and hammer to help out. Tank. Yes, it is a tank. Hogger Genji to grab the camp on the right. Sylvanas on the top left. And a little shove up from the Bright Wing. That's when you get up every day. I'm pretty good about, like, you know, getting up and being active in the morning. But, you know, I don't want to get up at 5:45. I really don't. So, Siege in from Sergeant Hammer through the bottom lane. Siege Giants are helping out, pushing back the wave. First seed on the bottom right of the map. Man, I gotta say, for 30k, things are looking reminiscent of that matchup versus Tempest not an hour or so ago on this map. Yeah, I don't really like sleeping past 8 a.m. If I can sleep till like 7:30, 7:45, I'm a happy camper, honestly. Nice interrupt. Nice interrupt. Polymorph? Liam? He's thinking about it, but he can't tank the tower shots like that. Skoog is coming up here into the top lane. So is Anubarak. I don't know why we're looking at a Rhaegar instead, but it is what it is. If you can sleep till 1 p.m. every day, I couldn't do that. If I wake up at 1 p.m., I feel like I've just wasted so much of my day. But also, I don't stay up super late, so that's the other thing too, is I usually go to bed by like 10 to midnight, somewhere in that pocket. Obviously, I adjust my... Oh my god, Liam, with these disgusting bounces, are you serious? That angling? The dangle of the angle that Liam's got on these bounces are just absolutely ridiculous. He doesn't get that one right there, but Skoog might go down. Kyr's trying to find the reset, but Kyr just bit off more than he can chew, and he will go down. Kill over to the side, and first blood to Bang Bush, map number 3. It's midnight 18 here. Should stop watching. Should I stop watching? Never. Never give up. Never surrender. No, I mean, if you got work tomorrow, I mean, the VODs will be available. You can always check the VODs. None of my VODs are subscriber only or paywalled, so if you do miss any of the games or you want to check anything out, you can literally go back and see some of the other games earlier. My VODs are accessible from the moment I start streaming. Nagram gonna try and get the channel. He's trying to do the thing with the summoning beetles to allow those to tank the sappers, but it's not working out for him. So it's just taking longer than anticipated, which is giving some siege potential through the bottom lane, as well as Liam will continue to do double soak rotation from mid to top, and Sylvanas has to come in to just speed this up. You don't have anything to do tomorrow, then don't go to bed. Keep watching the games. Keep gambling. Ultralisk goes down. So the members of 30k answer with their own kill here in the bottom lane. And what will they do down here? They've got Brightwing Genji and a small wave. Concussion Mine does split Anubarak away. All right, well, we wait for the 10s, it feels like. Seed could go over to either side, but no Garden Terror to spawn. 24 seconds. Can they... If they delay it on the side of 30k around the objective, they actually could get 10s and then just take this, actually. Whole week for Elden Ring? Wait, what? You want me to play Elden Ring for a week straight? I don't think there's enough content for me with my skills.
Collect the seed, and don't fret about the sound.
X-Strike Genji, Bless Shield, Riptire, Blink Heal, Hogger holding. I assume it's gonna be Shockwave though. BFG Hammer, no Napalm Strike. BFG does offer up burst ability, Napalm Strike, giving some objective clear, delay, as well as wave clear push potential. One of the shorter cooldowns in Heroes the Storm. It's gonna be like a week before my next stream of it? No, actually. It'll be less than a week. We're gonna be playing Elden Ring on Friday. That's less than a week from now. Yeah, we're just here to have good times. You know, if you got opinions about other streamers, this is not the place for them. You're welcome to have your opinions, but we don't need to flame people. I understand what people are saying in chat, but let's just move on. We're here to have a good time and chill and talk about Heroes of the Storm. If my comments are elusive or alluding to any sort of flaming, I don't mean it that way. I just want to say that because some people just don't know. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. We're a wholesome community. We're a wholesome community. Do I wreck chat from time to time? Absolutely. Am I a moron from time to time? Oh, yes. This is the duality of the stream, you know? Twitch chat stupid, I'm stupid, we're stupid together. We can hold hands and be dum-dums together. 11 to 12 in our levels, a singular kill each, and Kira's gonna maybe pull the sappers. No, he's just gonna go help out Hogger in top lane, maybe? Shockwave Hogger, yes. Spider Mines will scout out Liam in the bush. We do have Cattle pulling the sappers away. Cure will be interrupted by the bed of barbs. Well, the Impale and the bed of barbs were on the ground as well. Sergeant Hammer getting in position. She will avoid the concussion mine. I think she is going to be seen by it, though, so I think the Junkrat does get a little bit of vision around that concussion mine. Steel Trap, Chattering Teeth onto a new Barak. Hogger. He's going to be silenced. He's going to be split by the Dahak at the top of our screen. There's going to be a drag onto him as well. X-Strike around the objective area. Cocoon onto the Junkrat in the back line as we have Hogger down to around 50% HP. Does he have well? It looks like he's got healing over time applied. So yes, here comes Genji. Shuriken goes in. That will delay once, but Genji drops very low. Ultralisk is a scary target at this time as the Riptide comes out. Has to be triggered immediately because of the zoning potential of this hammer. Concussion Mine splits Nagram, but it forces the Hearth out, or excuse me, the Ancestor Healing out from the Rhaegar. Oh, looks like my parents are home because Bandit just took off down the hall. I felt like a shake on the ground. I was like, is it earthquake? It's like, no, Bandit's literally sprinting down the hallway because the door opened up. Let me see. Or did someone drop off a package? No, I think they're back. It depends on who's currently using the shared brain cell. That is true. Yeah. I gotta figure out a way to, like, you know how they use the large Hedron, or no, it's a particle accelerator. However they split atoms, we just need to split the brain cell in half. That way we can each have half of it. It's like the episode when, like, what is it, like Mickey Mouse is like slicing the bread so thin it's paper thin. That's what we're doing at the brain cell between all of us. Is the Large Hadron Collider, I thought it was a particle accelerator. I thought it just made particles go fast and vibrate. Does it split them too? Does this mean we can redeem points to force Baha to visit his family? Yeah, pretty much.
A seed has sprouted. Best not fight over it,
It smacks them together and can make new particle goo. Yeah, I don't think we want brain cell goo. Bless Shield, Condemn. That's gonna kill onto Skoog in top. That's a big pickup now in bottom lane. Face shift from Brightwing. Cure gets out, but Legacy is left behind. Oh no, Legacy dies for Cure's sins, and Henning gets the channel. Junkrat may get some pressure in top. Tell Bandage perfect. I will. I'll be sure to do that. Garden Terror, okay. It's going to be a quick clear into top lane. Sergeant Hammer, Hover Siege mode coming in. Late game Sergeant Hammer, this is where things are going to get scary. I'm here because of you. I like you and admire you. I think that you're one of the hot screens. Aw, thank you so much, Internship. Thank you for the kind words. Much appreciated, bud. There's a person whose head was in a beam when the particle accelerator turned on. Oh, that's terrifying. Cocoon onto Genji. Here comes Joanna. The isolation does... Was that isolation from Dahaka? No, that was Blessed Shield. Sorry. The animation for it kind of looked like isolation the way it was shot out, but either way, that's going to be 16 talent to your advantage. To the side of 30k, we have the Hogger Dahaka top lane brawling out. Top lane fort will fall. Hogger backs off. And first structure to fall in favor for the side of Bangbush. Bangbush with first kill in this game and first structure to go down. Genji gets on top of the Sergeant Hammer, but the heals out from Henning are good enough. Elite Sparkle, I can only imagine that a particle accelerated into someone's forehead would not end well for that person. I'm gonna take an educated guess on that one. Yeah, I'm gonna take a guess on that one, that if the Large Hedron Collider... Ooh, Condemn... Subdue finished out, but does he die for it? Usually you have to die to finish it. No! Legacy to die once again! Riptire, it's... Oh, Drag... I actually don't know if he canceled or if he got the explosion. So much happened there, I was trying to watch everything. Blessed Shield will be used by Joanna. She does go down. Isolation. Bangbush looking to bang their way through a Garden of Terror. Exclamation bracket dropping B.
You would best be ready to gather another seed.
BFG is a great talent, honestly. BFG is really good for that burst ability that sometimes you can't get when you draft the Sergeant Hammer because she's a lot of sustained damage. Obviously, her playstyle has changed with the priority that she's jumped up and such like that. But fort to go down in top lane, all three forts down on the side of 30k, as we will see the camp on the bottom to be grabbed, Hammer to grab, maybe camp on the top left, Dahaka clearing out said Bruiser camp. And actually, Swamp Grotto taps the bush. He's got the enhanced agility. He'll be able to move his way over to this. 30k, they'll respawn all their players, and they've got 2 out of 3 potential seeds. Getting this would actually be a pretty good siege into top lane, but I just think they're way too split. Too much to be done on the map, too much wave clear to be had, and so this will be 30k, just getting wave clear, getting camps, and setting up for the next objective phase, maybe, or just closing that experience gap that has formed from a few of these late game fights. Oh, I don't think Ammonite ever had a page. Like half if not like 3/4 of the team for this event don't have a page. Shockwave from the Hogger into the backline, Blessed Shield from the Joanna. That's going to be a lot of good damage going in, and Brightwing will go down first. Rhaegar to be traded, but he does get the Ancestor healing out in time. Here trying to get something over here as the Wailing Arrow was shot out by the Sylvanas. Ultralisk very low, but there's nothing to actually get the kill into him. Madara chases in. There's a drag. Condemn. A lot of damage into Skoog. Hog Wild through. Swift strike from the Genji. And Junkrat goes down to the Dahaka in the backline. It's mostly been BFG. I don't think we've actually seen a Napalm Strike. I literally don't recall a single Napalm Strike Sergeant Hammer. It's all been BFG, I feel. Oh, the members of 30k can give this away. They lost their Brightwing. They lost their Junkrat. 2-for-2 trade. Well, Cure actually going to go ahead and step into this. They grab the Siege Giant camp. Anubarak backs away. Is this Garden? Are they going to go for Garden Terror here? They've got 2 lanes pushed in against them. Garden Terror spawns up as far as your current minion wave. So that's going to be like keep front gate area for top and bottom. Do you love the smell of napalm in the morning? Oh, it's pretty toxic. I don't think I do. Sergeant Hammer getting dove on by Genji. Swift strike through. Boss will... Oh, God. Garden Terror will get the slam on the ground. Swamp Grotto looking for the drag. There's going to be the impale from the Anubarak as the Soothing Mist comes through from Brightwing. Slam jam once again from this big bad Garden Terror top lane. Junkrat pushing it up. The Garden Terror loses HP when it auto-attacks. So, as long as Junkrat's pushing ahead of the Garden Terror and it doesn't auto-attack, that's pretty big right there. That's going to be Anubarak getting some damage onto Liam, who gets the phase shift. That's the Shockwave just as the burrow ends. Unstoppable. Wailing Arrow. There's a lot of good damage in the bottom lane. Anubarak steps in. That's going to be the Storm Shield from Cattle as we have a Cocoon onto Legacy. Hogger is getting a really deep bounce and he has to back away. That's an Ancestor healing onto Ultralisk with the Farseer's Blessing. No. Maybe that was the second tick of it, but I don't see the talent, so I don't know what he took. Liam will Hearth out of the bottom lane, easy peasy, and top lane is going to be arriving towards Keep Front Gate with about maybe a little less than a third of its HP. Or a little bit less than half, excuse me. Dahaka's done with enhanced agility. He has the 140% movement speed for 5 seconds after tapping a bush. We do have the Hog Wild Storm Shield. We actually have the Rhaegar going... Okay, so he did go Farseer's Blessing, so the second Ancestral hit I did see was the Farseer's trigger. Good bouncing coming out from the Hogger, grabbing another camp, and one structure advantage to the members of Bang Bush through mid lane. Our European players still holding on here in map number 3, best of 7. Invisible friend value. And Genji jumps over, clearing out the wave. Cannonballs for the Junkrat. Rewind, Ultra Capacitors, Blink for Sylvanas, Contagion. Okay. I think we've kind of got everything right there when it comes to our 20 upgrades. Dropping, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub. Much appreciate the support, my friend. Thank you for a gifted sub to the channel. Get yourself, that gets you a raffle ticket to the Bahamut giveaway.
A seed is sprouting.
Good Shuriken poke from Cure. Another seed, top left side of the map. This is the favoring the position. Oh, okay. I was gonna say favoring the position of Bang Bush. I wasn't sure if Kira had a swift strike to get out of there. Dahaka's still pushing up the top or clearing out the top. Bottom lane is a wave. It seems like 30k gives this away. They're gonna grab a camp. They're gonna clear out bottom lane, and they'll maybe contest the next objective. As I said, the position for this does favor the members of Bang Bush. Thank you for casting and supporting Hot Scene. Oh, my pleasure. I very much enjoy casting. It is what I do for my career. So, I really do appreciate your support for the stream as well. All of you lurking and chatting and hanging out and being here and all that good stuff. Like it does help the stream quite a bit. Staggering blow. Oh my God, the ancestral healing comes through just in time. Bless Shield at Farseer's Blessing. Riptire. Riptire is going to be canceled out, I think, right there. That's going to be a shockwave from the Hogger. There's a drag onto Genji. Genji trying to get out. Swift Strike will allow him to get out. Oh, I cannot believe that Cure lived right there.
Are you ready for it?
Cure lives. I thought the Anubrak was going to fall as well. Dahaka pops Essence. He's going to land a drag. The Storm Shield from the Joanna. That's Legacy so very low. Legacy might be the target once again. Sylvanas wants to chase in. Sylvanas has it. Staggering blow. Polymorph. That's going to be easy throw Dynamite as well. And the members of 30k are backing out of this. They really need some HP back on that Brightwing. So Brightwing phase shifts. She'll be back to full. Junkrat, no mana. Hogger, no mana. Phase shift onto Joanna, so she's back to full as well. Genji about 50% mana. It seems like this is going to be a give. 19 minutes into Garden of Terror. 2 to 1 in the seeds. Genji, oh Jesus! That was a drag actually from Dahaka that didn't connect the elongated tongue. You kind of saw that animation pass by the Genji. Pop. Up, up. Henning will Hearth back, full mana. Poke into mid lane. Fort still up. Genji going in once again. Deflect, of course. Haka looking for a drag. He won't connect it onto anyone. Cannonballs with the extra round timers are just going to kind of sit there a little bit. Whoo! Tension is mounting. Tension is mounting, ladies and gentlemen.
My little seed is on the verge of sprouting. Prepare to gather it.
Another seed, this in position, or excuse me, another seed favoring the position of 30k, as it's on the top right of the map. Retreat paths are a lot better for them, but still, there's no forts on either side. I mean, I guess there's a fort in mid lane. Will the members of Bang Bush give and go 2-2, or will they try and contest? Defensive positions or defensive pings coming through.
It is time.
Sappers are here. Cattle's not going to clear them out. He's going to set up in the bush. Objective phase, by the way, does have global vision, so they can see, the members of 30k can see that Nagram is pulling those sappers down towards the lower portion of the area. They can see that. They can also see the sappers are gone. Mater waiting a second or two to get his frag launcher grenades back. Skog pushing up the mid lane. Haunting wave out. Ultralisk taking a bit of poke damage. More cannonballs coming out from Junkrat. Gets the dismount. Another poke onto Ultralisk. We wait patiently. Look at Hogger just above the Dahaka. Hogger gonna show. Dahaka might have popped out actually a second there. Dahaka's gonna chase onto Hogger. They're kind of doing it back and forth right there. There's a lot of damage onto somebody. Stunned. Cure is gonna get the X strike, and he doesn't get out. That's a kill onto Cure. A cocoon onto the Junkrat. Swamp got it going for the channel. Brightwing doesn't get the interrupt. That's gonna be a BFG onto Madara. Big soothing mist coming out. Dahaka brush stalks in. That's a condemn from Joanna. Shockwave from the Hogger. This is a legacy so very low. Junkrat and Brightwing go down. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is gonna be map number 3 over to the side of Bangbush. The death timers are long. The objective phase is near. Can this be done by Bangbush? Or are they going to have a repeat of Battlefield of Eternity map number 1? Come on, Bang Butt. Oh, Butt Spot. Hey, Bandit. Hi, Bud. Black arrows onto the keep. That's a Storm Shield from Cattle. He's getting cooldown reduction from the shield glares as well onto that level 20 blinded by the light. Garden Terror, I don't think you defend this here. I mean, it's Hammer, yeah, I don't think you defend this one here, 30k. And the members of Bangbush will put up a one up on the board here in the best of 7 grand finals. GG, well played into map number 3. They gotta be feeling good about that one. All right, they got their hammer. They got their win. There's one up on the board. It ain't gonna be a straight 4-0. You don't have to apologize for who you root for. Enjoy. Just enjoy. You don't have to justify anyone to anything. Anything to anyone here in chat. Unless you're like a cannibal, then you might have to justify that, but still. All right, I'm gonna get rid of an ad really quickly, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom really fast, and I'm also gonna get myself some water, okay? I'll be right back, and we're gonna get into our next map in just a second. Let me update the score so no one is confused as to where we are in the series, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We have got more of the best of 7 coming back at you in not very long from now. Can we get a Bandit update? Bandit, you are adorable and everyone loves you. There's your update. Oh, I thought so too, Lax, man. I did too. Okay. So we patiently wait for our next map. It could be 2 more maps. It could be 4 more maps. Don't know. We'll have to see what happens here. Season 4 was kind of scuffed because the times are so fucked for EU. Of CCL? CCL Season 3 and 4 had the exact same start time. literally the exact same start time as Season 3, which was an hour earlier than the previous seasons. 2 hours earlier? 2 hours earlier, I think, actually. It was earlier and better for EU, realistically, in Season 3 and 4. Grand Finals was 2 NA teams, so it didn't matter, I guess. I mean, it definitely didn't matter to the players who played it. Get out of here with your facts and logic. Oh, yeah. Well, what am I going to do? How old is Bandit? Bandit is 8 years old. He'll be 9 years old in May of 2023. Toku is now playing Warhammer Darktide. Nice. Why is my Steam open? I forgot to resend this. Thank you for the gifted sub earlier. Day, thank you for the redemption. While we wait for the next draft, we can absolutely get that done. Let's do that. Yes. All right. Thank you very much, Day. CCL finals were bittersweet because the games that day were legit great. 11 possible games, and we got 11. It was a very, very good grand finals. It was a very fun grand finals. Ugh. Alrighty. I am sweaty. It is a little warm in here. No, my phone, Google, I'm not talking to you. Please leave me alone. Oh, not Twitch. Sorry, Leon Black tagged me in something, and I'm like, oh god, what happened? Oh, okay. He didn't, it was just because I retweeted something and he responded, so it's Twitter stuff. Okay. Alright, well, we're waiting for our next draft for map number 4. Grand Finals time. What breed is Bandit? He is a mutt. That is his breed. The best I can guess is Black Lab and Border Collie. When I adopted him, the little kennel had an image of his brother and sister, and it had like two Border Collies in the photo, and so I was asking the people I adopted from, and they were like, yeah, like that's like the brother and sister part of the litter and everything. CCL's over, but at least we got the journey. Oh yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. I mean, of course, yeah, it's a bummer, but still, it is what it is. You know, at least we got to have it. Don't cry because it's over. Be happy it happened. Whatever they say. Well, with that, you can hear we are going into our next map. We're going into Tomb of the Spider Queen, map number 4 in this Best of 7 series here in the Grand Finals. On the left-hand side, we got Bang Bush. On the right is going to be 30K. Lucio to be banned out on the side of Bang Bush. Don't cry because it's over. Cry because it will never happen again. Yeah, pretty much. Diablo ban. Liam's going to have his Urel banned against him as well. What are we gonna... Are they gonna get rid of the hammer? That hammer was such a problem in the last game. That hammer was such a nightmare of a problem in the last game, man. Oh, what are they gonna do? It feels early to ban a hammer, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's just scary. Okay, alright, so Brightwing's available, Hammer's available, Joanna's available. It's a lot. There's a lot of highly prioritized heroes lately, but they're gonna go for Joanna to kick things off. Okay. 30k likes to play into Hammer. They didn't look very good last game. Literally 16 hit and it looked like they just couldn't even play into Hammer anymore. So they may like playing into Hammer, but they may not be good at it. I like playing Storm League. I'm not good at it. Hogger first pick for Liam and a Junkrat once again. Okay, all right. Joanna paired in with what? We still have all healers. Not all healers. We actually have Lucio banned away, but the vast majority of our healer pool is up and available.
Ready to roll out. All shall suffer.
We'll see. We'll see. It's your favorite Dr. Seuss quote. Oh, it is it? Oh, Leoric, Sergeant Hammer, Joanna. So this is probably a target onto like a healer. The members of 30k will have first pick after this ban phase, so they could ban out a healer they don't want to deal with and grab one that they want. There we go. Dr. Sus, does he play Among Us? Oh god. It's funny, like the Among Us like popularity, how like sharp and quick it was. I guess people still play the game, but whatever. Chromie to banned out. That's be banned out. They don't want to let Madara have that one. Okay, all right. So, because Kier could always swap to Junkrat, probably. By the way, this also opens like Tracer could be played. I don't know if you really want to go Tracer into Hammer. I'm not really sure if you want to do that. Anduin's, I was about to say, Anduin's available because there is the... I mentioned it earlier today that Cattle's got a pocket Stitches, and we're going to see it. What else do we have? So, Decker Kane's available. Brightwing's available. I feel like you'd want to go Brightwing to get the phase shift value for percent-based healing, peekaboo value, polymorph, all that good stuff. Sylvanas push potential is always strong. This is a very good draft from the side of Bangbush. Medivh time. Hypercarry Junkrat. I could see it. I could definitely see it. I would prefer to have more damage. I'd rather have some sort of damage with the rest of this, like Greymane, Greymane, Hanzo, Vala, like some sort of auto attacker would feel good with this composition. I like the Hanzo quite a bit here. I think this is, like Medivh, I definitely see what they could do there, but I like the Hanzo a lot better for this team. Which team wins Tomb of the Spider Queen? Go ahead and get your gambles in, ladies and gentlemen. You've got 2 minutes to do so. I'm gonna go ahead and swap screens. Yeah, I would have liked the Jaina too. The Jaina could have been huge. The Jaina could have been huge with the Gorge target or hook. Or even, you don't even have to go Gorge. You could literally just play off the hook with a Jaina with her burst. Level 16, you could go into the Numbing Blast, which is a 1-second route, so you could play off of the hook. Post 13, you'll have the extended hook. So Jaina could definitely be a play right there. I'm a little surprised by the lack of Lunara we've seen throughout the entire tournament. Her cleanse value at level 13 with Abolish Magic, the burst ability with Choking Pollen and Noxious Blossom combo from 4 and 7. I'm a little surprised by just the lack of Lunara overall in the entire tournament, but as I had said before, we're on, you know, these players are all on the same ping. They're on very low ping, so they might be playing something a little bit more on the mechanical side. Lunara might not be as mechanical as what they're picking up here with the amount of Genji we've been seeing. But let's go ahead and talk about 30k, who are looking to take another map here in the Best of 7 series. We've got Madara on the Junkrat, Cattle on the Stitches, Hanzo to be played by Cure, Legacy on the Anduin, and Liam on the Hogger. On the side of Bangbush, we've got Ultralisk on the Sergeant Hammer, Hemming to play the Brightwing, Svampgrata on the Leoric, Skoog on that sad Cloud on the Sylvanas. And of course, we've got Nagram on the Joanna. Gorge Yoink of Faith combo. Autocorrect turns Gorge Yoink into George Young. Who's George Young? I'm gonna take a shower. Don't let anyone win before I get back. I will do so right now, Day. Absolutely. Day, but also just make sure you take a shower that's less than 10 minutes. Maybe less than 9 minutes at that rate. No, that's gonna be first blood in favor for the side of Bangbush. Hey, look, I will say this. Statistically, in this best of 7 grand finals, in map 1 and 2, 30K got first blood. In map 3, Bangbush got first blood. So far, there's been a correlation to first blood and winners. I'm just saying, I think we're gonna be 2 and 2 after this map. It's Tomb. We have at least 25 minutes. I mean, there is no Korean team playing, so I think you might be right in that, Kriv. We had some of the games at the start of the weekend with the Korean players. They were like doing like 13-minute Tomb games and speedrunning this map. Oh, really quickly, sorry, it popped in my head because I was thinking about the beginning and I was doing these yesterday. All of my VODs, all of the games that I have casted will be going up on my YouTube page starting on, I believe it's the 18th of October. So on Tuesday. I believe on Tuesday, games should start going up on my YouTube page every single day. So if you'd like to catch any of the other games, I hope you at least join the YouTube. It's !YouTube in chat. We'll get you over there and you can hit the subscribe button. I only upload 1 video a day, so if you want to catch any NGS games, they'll all be there. I'll start adding my Heroes Lounge games in the future to those, as well as all of these Heroes International games will be up there. So, yeah, they're all exported to YouTube. I just have to get them all scheduled out tomorrow morning when I get up before my hike. 13-minute Tomb, how? Well, see, North America and Europe are very unsure of how to end games, whereas Korea just goes, yeah, we're deciding that this is over. It honestly feels like that at times, like the way that like Tempest and Ammonite were playing Tomb games in the beginning portion of the tournament. It just kind of felt like they were like, okay, yeah, this map's done. Like, we've decided that we're gonna shove in and end the game. There was literally like there was teams that was like they were prioritizing mid-bottom over top completely. There was a game that ended with a literal like top lane fort and keep still open available, and I don't even think like boss was prioritized by the winning team. And when I say top fort and keep, on the opposing side, obviously. It wouldn't be that big of a deal if they still had their top fort and keep up. It's like, oh wow, great job, you won. Sergeant Hammer's still back in the top lane, 7 talent tier around the corner, so Hover Siege will be a big opener or will kind of open up the draft and playstyle for the members of Bangbush. But it's Tomb here, so we're here for at least another 22 minutes. Bot Siege Camp is the boss. No, seriously, that is true though. That is true. Bot Siege Camp gets insanely good value. Mid lane Bruiser Camp feels more like we're doing this for experience and to give something for the enemy to do. I don't feel like you do get some siege value from the mid Bruiser Camp, but I feel like it's not as popular as Siege Giants and Boss, of course. 7 talent tier here first for the side of Bangbush. They do get the Hover Siege mode. I also want to point out that there's the Paralyzing Rage for the Leorc. He's got a 20% increase on his slow from 40% to 60%. Ultralisk gonna poke at the Sergeant, or Madara gonna get poke at the Sergeant Hammer right there. Turn-in availability exists on both sides. If you look at the bottom right of your screen, you got 59 gems available for the side of Bangbush and 18 for the side of 30k, but they only need 12 to be turned in. Now, I do want to point out, I'm not flaming, but I feel like that was like one of the first hooks I've seen from Cattle throughout the map. There we go. There's a second hook. Chastise. Beautiful. See, I just had to flame Cattle so he can land the hook. 1-to-1 in kills. Cattle gets the turn in, and that'll be Nagram able to back off through the mid lane. And here come the big bad red web weavers. What will the members of 30k do? Will they prioritize top? Will they go bottom? Will they spread themselves across the lanes? Leorc pressuring Cure, who does have to tap well. Mid Bruiser to make space to get turn in. Yeah, basically. Yep, I would absolutely agree with you on that. Exactly, yeah. It's just mid Bruiser just feels like a gap creator. Grom stepped up here, does have 20 gems, no 10 talent tier, no Gorge. We'll see what the members of 30k go into. I mean, Hook, Gorge, Leap is a pretty good combo. Element, thanks for the follow. Thank you all for the follows this weekend. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. Hope you're all having a blast hanging out with the Heroes of Storm stuff. I'll be off tomorrow, but I'll be back on Monday to play Heroes of Storm all day. We'll be doing Ranked all day. Wednesday will be Casting and Prey. Thursday will be Casting and Prey. Prey the video game, the horror game. And Friday will be Elden Ring. We'll do some more Elden Ring. I've beaten a few major bosses in Elden Ring, actually. I beat the Dragon Arm guy. I beat the Magic Lady. I beat the Snake Man. I beat the second time you fight that one dude who breaks his staff into a sword. I'm just like throwing out random descriptors for any of the bosses in Elden Ring. I fought a very skinny man in a white cloth garment who can kind of like spin his scythe sort of thingy in front of him and kind of become like a giant worm. I fought a Godskin Apostle? Noble? I think I fought a Godskin Apostle. I fought in 2 of those. One of them way harder than the other in the basement of Caelid, Tower of Caelid. There's whatever boss is in the basement of the Tower of Caelid. I fought that one. So yeah, I hope you come by for all the streams. I will be off on Saturday the 22nd. I'm going to spend some time with some friends that I have not spent respective time with. And then on Sunday the 23rd, we got a cooking stream. So, while we kind of have this delay on Team of the Spider Queen, might as well at least keep you all up to date on what the stream schedule will be for the upcoming week. Gorge, Leap of Faith, right in front of Steel Trap. Is the Light Bomb as well. No Falling Sword. Phase Shift in from Brightwing. Hook, once again. They want these 33 gems. Bless Shield. I don't think it matters. Joanna got so much help, but in the end, all you can really think is just... Elden Ring is 8 months old. Spoilers are hard to avoid. Oh, I wasn't trying to like avoid spoilers. I was just trying. I couldn't remember half the boss names, so I was just describing them. By the way, I know we're like insanely late to point this out, but it's Q build Hanzo. I doubt he goes Flawless Technique at level 16, the talent that I constantly love and adore. Flawless Technique at 16. You land a Q, you land an auto, you're dealing like 1,500 damage within that pocket. It's crazy how much damage. I might be exaggerating with 1,500, but still. It's like 1,000 damage with a Q auto with Flawless Technique, but we never ever see it. It's always piercing. It's just always piercing. Could see Giant Slayer, but Flawless Technique, I mean, it'd be cool if we saw it. It's a really good tech that's, I think, constantly undervalued. Spin in from the Hogger, BFG. Hook out from the Stitches as well. Ultralisk looking for the channel. How could you pass up in the end? It didn't even matter. You know, I had 2 options, and I fucked up. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. I fucked up. They wanted to name the Tower of Kalis, but they couldn't get it for the copyright reasons. Oh, it's true. No, yeah, there was a big George R. R. Martin took my mod Kalis to Twitch chat court. I feel like these light bombs need to wait for. Okay, Nagram, you are just trolling. No, it's bottom lane fort to fall. Sergeant Hammer, Sylvanas, and Webweaver. Cattle angling, I think, maybe for a hook onto one of those. Entomb onto Liam, but he just turns around and says, all right, I'll just start brawling into... Nope, Liam's actually just like, I want to get out of here. Mid lane fort still up. Bottom lane fort does fall. The members of Bangbush are in position for the Siege Giant camp when it respawns off of the... or after the Webweaver phase does come through. What do the members of 30k do? Hey, like nearly a full, like this is like full Q build Hanzo. Maybe we do get the Flawless Technique at level 16. How can we forget about the iconic Elden Ring boss, the guy who does bullshit thing? You're right, Revolver. That's a very good point. I forgot about that boss. Boss that does bullshit thing is so hard to deal with. I can't really remember where we left off in Elden Ring. I know we got to like a good stopping point. Wailing Arrow from the Sylvanas, Leap of Faith, that's a Light Bomb, Chastise Root, Shockwave, wow! 30k are just mean in these fights late game. Hanzo done with his level 1. That's, so he's got 30% range, and now that he's completely done, he's got 100 extra damage. Oh, you're right, I was in the snow area. Right, I have to go burn down the tree. Hook? That's right, that's right. The maiden wants me to burn down a tree. That's where we left off. We were exploring that whole new area. There's a bunch to do. Thanks for the reminder, Epic. We finished out the Volcano Manor stuff when we beat Snake Man. Yeah. You know what they need? You know what someone needs to do? They need to make an 8-bit little thing. It would take some time, and you'd have to be an artist in a sense, or you'd have to be an artist in my opinion. But like, if someone were to do like a Mega Man, you know how like there's like the 8 bosses in Mega Man with like the select screen. Someone needs to do that with like Elden Ring, where it's like a select screen with all the major, like all those bosses. I don't think there's 8 major bosses though, so you'd have to like add in some maybe optional ones. Oh, we also beat Radahn. We also beat Man on Horse. We beat Man from the Sky on Horse. Did we kill Snow Giants? No, I haven't fought Fire Giant yet. I haven't even found or seen Melania, which I don't even think we're gonna. We might try her a couple times, but I don't think I'm gonna beat Melania. That fight is whoosh. No, thank you. Big man on a little horse. Fat man in a little coat. 16 talent to advantage to the side of 30k, as the map is pretty equal, actually. We have 5-5 in structures. A little bit more damage favoring the side of 30k, as we are still going into Tomb of the Spider Queen. Turn-in availability exists to the side of Bang Bush. We are 15 gems away or so on the side of 30k. Yeah, Epic, yeah, I have watched so many people spend hours on that boss. Like, I've known people who like did like level 1 runs and stuff like that, or deathless runs. Well, of course the deathless run is different, but I've seen some people do like level 1 runs and they just fight her for days. Hook, Gorge, Leap of Faith, Steel Trap on the ground. Good damage out already. Phase Shift from Brightwing. Light Bomb not even necessary. Rip a Tire not even necessary either. Arrow lands on Leoric. He's gonna Wraith Walk out. Rip Tire is gonna be right next to where he drops out. But there's not. Is there enough to knock him out? Oh, these hooks from Cattle are absolutely disgusting. One could say they're an abomination. Because Stitches in lore is an abomination. So like his, like, do you get it, chat? Explaining a joke in deep detail always makes it better. Leoric does scout out that the enemy's on the boss, as he will respawn in lane. Cure on the point. Turn-in availability still not here for the side of 30k. We've got about 10 gems necessary, and that's going to be on Henning. You don't get it? Please explain further. Okay, so like, I was gonna use the term disgusting, like it's gross, like, oh, it's so absolutely like sick. It's so disgusting, it's cool. But I chose the word abomination to correlate. I'm done. Okay. Legacy has 1. Who's got the oh, it's Liam. Actually, they need 4, so it's on somebody. It's on Liam, isn't it? Do you think in comms they're just like, Liam, stop laning, go? Okay, no, it's actually Cure. Do you think they were like, Cure, go turn in? Piercing arrow for the Hanzo level 16. Slam from the Stitches. Mid lane fort shall fall. Jokes here never failed to deliver. That's why everyone calls me the Postman. Everybody. We're gonna need a 20-minute documentary for a full joke explanation. Oh, okay. Come by on Tuesday and ask me again. I'll explain it then during Storm League. Leoric does have Spectral Leech at level 13. Mithril Mace at level 16. Slam jam from the Stitches. Top lane, Webweaver arriving at keep front gate. Bottom lane doing the same. Mid lane really quickly cleared out. Sylvanas hugging the wall, just trying to get as much auto attack damage onto the Webweaver before it gets much, if any, value. Some damage onto the keep front gate through bottom. Swamp Grotto not going to get hooked. Chastise was already thrown out by the Anduin. Swamp Grotto getting very low. Has to Wraith Walk and gets the phase shift from Henning. Concussion Mine splits Nagram. Iron Skin going to be popped. You could say the joke had you in stitches. 20 talents here to the side of 30k. They don't have enough for a turn-in, but they do have, what I want to point out, Master Hooker, Censure for the Anduin. We have the Bullseye for the Hanzo, so that's another form of CC. Cannonballs on the Junkrat, and we will see the No Control Hogger as always. Hogger's still kind of floating around in mid lane, pushing up that Bruiser camp. There's going to be a Drain Hope onto him and forces the Hogger out. Oh, the hook again, not connecting. That's going to be the level 4 from Sergeant Hammer. Gorge, leap. Here comes Hogger. They're going to kill the... Oh, nice Iron Skin immediately. The body blocking's there. The hook goes out. That's going to be a Light Bomb, a Wailing Arrow, a BFG, and a Blessed Shield to be utilized as well. That's a 3 for 3 heroic trade. I guess you could say 3 for 4 realistically because there was a blink heal from Brightwing. I do think as you do see a charge down on that one, but we're not going to split the hairs on that one. Still siege through the bottom lane. Point blank hook onto Nagram. Keep in mind that the Master Hooker does have some extra value. Big arrow. Sonic as well. Cure trying to get the damage. Oh my god, Henning so very low. Look, all I'm saying, Cure, is if you had Flawless Technique, you might have been able to kill them. Just gonna throw out that what if. Another hook out from Stitches. Minus 20 armor from tanking too many tower shots. 20 is almost here for the side of Bangbush. They've got the turn in. They're gonna look for it. They need, what, 10? Yeah. Liam interrupts once. Nagram coming in the flank. There's gonna be a spin, but canceled. Bottom lane has a catapult, or bottom lane has a catapult arriving. If the members of 30k can find a good team fight here, they could take the series, or could take the map. No Control Hogger, but a lot of health pools are high here. Ultralisk is very low, has to boost away. That's going to be the Riptire from the Junkrat, getting a lot of value. Onto the Sergeant Hammer. That's a big kill. That's a huge kill. Will Stitches get a hook? That's a Gorge onto Leorc. He's not the best target. On top of a Steel Trap, he is going to go and root and die. Okay, I think they go and end. Run past top keep, go core. But I guess not. I guess it's not enough to end. Wailing Arrow and Blink Heals are ready for the Sylvanas Brightwing, respectively. Chattering Teeth, that's a stock wave. That's a great arrow! Cure is going to set this up. That's going to be a Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Nagram is going to take the run to the right-hand side. He knows he's dead. He's going to try and create a bigger gap so the allies can respawn. Now, look at Boss. That's what I was going to say. It's been a little bit since Boss. It's been a while since Boss has been up and available. Hogger with the bounce. He's got the north-south bounce. Here comes the Boss from Tomb of the Spider Queen. Or, excuse me, from Sky Temple, making his way back down here. Vertical bounce. Now, Brightwing gets the channel, so this is going to be a little bit of a defensive tool out from the side of Bangbush. They've got 38 seconds on Joanna. The Boss should be done fairly soon as well. Alright, so pressure in bottom lane. Boss is going to be done. The Webweavers will descend. Stitch is already in position. 25 seconds on the Joanna. Spider-Mine's on the far side of the wall just to check if anyone's playing within the vision. Good slam out from Stitches. Explosive arrows from Hanzo do get some really good wave clear, and that's going to be the Webweaver in top lane getting shredded. The members of 30k are fully invested in trying to end here. That's a hook on Leorc. Swamp Grotto is going to get the Wraith Walk in time, but he dies immediately. He's not the worst person to lose. He can cheat death. He can respawn a little bit faster. Nagram is back in the mix. He's got the Blessed Shield. That's a Gorge onto Sylvanas. Arrow from Hanzo. Riptire is going to be canceled out. BFG comes through, and Hanzo goes down. That's a good trade. Leorc for Hanzo. Favoring. No control, but it's underneath the keep. No! Liam is going to get no bounce out. Nagram getting low. The Boss is taking down core shielding. Sylvanas to fall. She's a lot of the clear onto this Boss. Nagram is getting zoned by Cattle. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of 30k are going to take Tomb of the Spider Queen map number 4, and this is going to be 30k. on the edge, the precipice. They're knocking on the gates that is the Heroes International winning score. I didn't phrase that very good. I didn't phrase that good at all. I ran out of steam on that one. Choose outcome. Which team wins? Tomb, 30K. 30K did win. Did Day make it back in time? That's the big question. You gotta do it again. Probably, yeah. What's the next map? I have no idea. We'll find out soon. There's gonna be probably a little bit of a break for the players. There's always, the way that Here's the Storm, whenever it comes to any sort of, like, event, it's always 2 maps, break, 2 maps, break, 2 maps, break. So we're in a best of 7. We just had 4 maps, so we're gonna go into another break, and then when we come back, of course, there'll be 2 maps and then a break and blah, blah, blah. So what I'm going to do quickly is I'm going to go say hi to my family. I think Bandit's doing the same thing. So I'm going to quickly update the scores. I'm going to go stretch my legs. I'm going to go say hi to my family. I'm going to grab a beer. And when I come back, we're going to start playing, or we're going to start watching. Hopefully, when I come back, we should be able to get into our next series or our next map. So I'm going to run some ads. I do apologize if you get ads, but we're just going to chill out. And we basically, you know, as always, we run ads when nothing's happening. Oh, that's not how you spell ads. There you go. Ads are going to be running right now, so I do apologize if you get some ads. I'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. This is the Heroes International, and I will be casting as much as I can. BRB. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Elite. You have a good night, bud. Alrighty. Alright. Yeah, Bandit is very, very invested in hanging out with my parents right now, so he might be hanging out over there for a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Is there any way I can look at the bracket so far? Yes, exclamation bracket. Exclamation bracket in chat will get you over there. Right now, it is looking... Well, I mean, it's a possibility that 30K could take this in the next map, but we'll have to see.
I did something today!
What happened?
Did you just get back, Day? We literally finished the map, and the first thing I said was like, the big question is, did Day? Yeah, 30K won. 30K won. $30K did win. G4 shuts down just a year after its relaunch. Oh, that's sad. As you know, G4 was reintroduced last year. Tap the popularity of gaming. We invested in blah, blah, blah. So most we worked to generate interest in G4. Viewership was low. Ring rosters reached enterprise. That's sad. Always a bummer to see. It was incredible. Somehow they hacked a Cho'Gall. If you had to recap 30 seconds, what would you say? I would say that early game, the Stitches hooks were not something that I was sold on. in the sense of like I had really sold, like I had really like said like, oh man, Cattle Stitches, it's like a pocket pick, it's so good. And then like early on I was like, oh, this Stitches isn't getting those hooks that I was expecting. And then like 10 talent tier hits and it's just gas from 30k. At like 10 talent tier, like 30k was getting Hook, Gorge, Leap of Faith, Steel Trap, bursting on Joanna consistently. Like there was maybe 1 or 2 that failed because of mistimings, but the members of 30k adjusted their playstyle throughout Tomb of the Spider Queen very, very good, and they found a way to kind of answer everything that Bang Bush threw at them throughout the game. There were a couple little waffles here and there from the side of 30k, but it was never a point where it was like, oh my god, 30k just lost so hard that the map will shift dynamically over to the side of Bang Bush. So I'd say that's probably the best way to break down that last map. Was early game was really good back and forth, but once 10 to 13 area hit, especially at 13, with the elongated or the extended hook range, elongated tongue is what I was going to say, with the elongated hook, with the hook range increase, that just like Cattle just started nailing some of these like beautiful hooks. And it was also a really good synergy. I will say this, there was a lot of overkill onto hook targets. I mean, we were seeing Hook, Leap of Faith, Chastise, Light Bomb, Shockwave, Rip Tires. Like, we were seeing all of that to get a singular kill consistently. Like, 30k, they were like, we are invested in the single target deletion. I'm thinking of food, I guess. Single target deletion and just kind of pushing with that slight momentum. It's a tactic I've seen a lot of teams use on Team the Spider Queen. Early game can kind of be back and forth, but these late game hooks, as long as they land and the team is on point, it's a 1-2 punch, you're dead. Half the time, they didn't even need to spend them because of how fast. Yes, there was literally like a Rip Tire at one point that wasn't even fully cast by the time the target died. So yeah, it was gas, gas, gas. I think we need some jams here. Ass. Do you like my car? Interesting, Light Bomb came out while Iron Skin. Yeah, that happened a couple times, Dark Artemis. I think I can listen to the song on stream. I'm pretty sure I can. Nope, I have a... Hey Baha, I'm enjoying the cast. How come you aren't co-casting at the LAN venue? Well, here. Let me see. Well, unfortunately at the Miami LAN event, I got a really sad message that they don't like gingers. And that there was only allowed to be one bald man at the venue, so unfortunately, since I'm bald and a ginger, I'm not allowed to cast at the Miami venue. I'm very sorry. So let's go back to gas, gas, gas. No, I have no idea what I'm not casting. I was never offered. Like, one person reached out to me and asked what airport I'm nearby, and they were like, no promises, and I'm like, okay, sure, whatever. And then I never heard back. And that was like, they asked me what airport I live nearby. They asked me on 923 where the closest airport is to me, and then I never really heard back. And then all of a sudden they were like, oh yeah, sorry, we couldn't figure that out. And I'm like, what? I didn't realize you looked. So I am here casting for all of you, and I hope you're all having a great day. Yeah, I would have loved to work. Literally no one asked me, Gims. That's the answer. Like, as much as I'm joking around, nobody asked me. Literally nobody asked me. Some of the viewers like came in here and they did say that they like put my name out there. Like, I know Nancy for sure like came by the stream and was like, hey, I told them that they should like hire you. So, hey, it's their event. If they don't want me, then, you know, they just don't like gingers. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll have a beer. Welcome back into the Heroes International Grand Finals Best of 7 series. We have got the members of Bang Bush with 1 and the members of 30K with a score of 3. You did. See, I knew Nancy was looking out for me. Brightwing Diablo Band, Lucio Urel Band, a first pick Dahaka. I don't know why I want to say Diablo there again, but first pick Dahaka, nice for Sky Temple. What are we going to see the members of 30K go for? Will it be an early hogger for Liam? No. Liam's going to get Blaze, which is huge. Bunker utility. Wow. We're just going. Cozy Baja casting experience, the best experience. I gotta be honest, even though yes, it would have been fun to work a LAN event, be there, all the people, all that stuff. I'm having a blast hanging out with all of you. Also, if I worked the LAN event, I wouldn't be able to see my family. So, kind of like as much as I would have loved to be in Miami and see all the people and say hi and have a good time, I like hanging out with my family. I get to hang out with my dog, who likes my family more than me. But yeah, you know, it all works out. Like, am I sad? Absolutely. Did it destroy me inside? Am I a broken man? No, I'm all right. I'll make it through. You know, it would have been some nice money, but you know, there's other future opportunities with other stuff. Also, speaking of, I told you I have a lot of streams next week, or a lot of different things happening on stream next week. I also have some really cool stuff to tell you all next week. I'm just waiting on the final, like, green light for it all. So I have some really cool news for all of you next week as well. Oh, thank you, Nancy. That's very kind of you. We get to enjoy your solo cast now. That is true, Gims. That is true. That is true. You can't break what's already broken. CCL did that. Dude, I died inside. Because it was like CCL LAN event was canceled, then the future of CCL was canceled, then they let go a bunch of people, my job was not renewed, my contract wasn't renewed with Wisdom, so it was just like every single, for 3 to 4 weeks straight, it was just like bad news, bad news, bad news. Granted, I was told ahead of time about the stuff with CCL and contracts and my contract not being renewed, so I did know ahead of time. But still, the day that it all kind of goes through and you have to change your Twitter bio and you have to say goodbye to everyone in Slack, that, it sucks. It still hurts. But either way, I rambled through the entire draft. My apologies. We do have a Tyrael. We have a Tyrael getting through for Bangbush. Is this what Bangbush needs to take us to the next map? Let's go ahead and start our prediction. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be the final map. This could be the final game of the Heroes International. So if you want to bet, now's the time to do it. Get your gambles in. Who's going to win Sky Temple? Is it going to be 30K, or will Bangbush continue the series? There's a straw poll, by the way, in chat for an MVP vote if you'd like to take part in it. Ninja just posted it in chat. Very much appreciate that, Ninja. Thank you so much for also using the announcement tool so that people can also see it in chat a little bit easier. Next week, as in this week, or as in 7 days from now? Oh, you're right, because the US week does start on Sunday. Sorry. For me, the week starts on Tuesday, because that's the day my streams start. So, starting this Tuesday, I should have news. Everything should be buttoned up tomorrow. On my day off, everything should start. Stop. This week starts Monday. According to my calendar, this week starts on Sunday. I personally wish that calendars around the world, the week started on Monday. I feel like that just makes sense. Monday to Sunday just makes sense logically to me, rather than Sunday to Saturday. On the calendar. That's just my thoughts. Anyways, be sure to vote on the MVP and be sure to get your gambles in. There's a 1 to 14.85 payout if you go for Bangbush. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Bangbush. A lot of countries do it. I believe, actually, I think it's most of EU starts on Mondays, doesn't it? I think. Or maybe their weekend starts on Saturday, or their week starts on... I don't remember. I have to look at a calendar. Anyways, let's go ahead on the left-hand side. We got Swampgrata on the Dahaka. We'll have Skog on the Sylvanas. Henning on the oh my god, the Rhaegar. Tyrael to be played by Nagram, and it'll be Maiev on the played by Ultralisk. Over on the side of 30k, we've got Kira on the Falstad. Oh no! Oh no, not Kira on Falstad. No, 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 I'm getting flashbacks to CCL. We'll have Legacy on the Karazim, Liam on the Blaze, we'll have the Joanna played by Cattle, and of course, we will be seeing Madara on the Hanzo. I'm right there with all of you. The whole date, month, and year in the United States is so backwards. Month, day, year. I don't like it. I don't like it. I do see, like, if you were to write it out, like, if you said, like, October 16th, 2023, like, yeah, like, that formatting, it looks all right, but, like, the fact that we're literally, like, 10/16/2022 is confusing. I'm right there with you. Trust me. I wish that one would be changed. Kieran Falstad was stupid last night. I did not see the game. What do you mean by stupid? Like, as in good or bad? Oh, by the way, in your own games, click on this right here. That'll free Harrison Jones. I got my plug-in for Harrison Jones freeing on the map. Like, stupid good. Okay. Because sometimes people say stupid and they literally mean like, oh, it was like bad. Like, it was stupid. Like, it was stupid for him to draft it. But, okay, stupid good. Got you. Thank you. Gas, gas, gas. Alrighty. Camps to be grabbed. Falstad is getting some free siege in top. That's going to be the, I think he activated his tailwinds right there to get some extra auto attack speed into the siege. We've talked about this in the past, but the way that things work on Sky Temple is if you can take down the fort front gate, Blaze is going to get the Twin Flames to take that down. Now, we should see 30k prioritize the top lane objective in the next minute. The reason being is that top lane should take down fort, which will be passive experience gain, periodic catapult pressure, and basically just it opens up the map for future top lane objectives to be stronger for the members of 30k, because the retreat path will be enhanced, or there'll be a longer retreat path for Bang Bush to back out of that top lane. So we'll see what happens here. Late camp to be grabbed on the side of 30k, but this is good actually. And this is another thing we've talked about in the past as well. This camp rushing into the gate, obviously it is getting some damage, but now the 30k, they'll be able to clear out on their side of the map. They should be able to now push up their wave as well, but it actually kind of seems like this is moot, and my point is completely wrong. Also, I swear to God, can we just stop zooming in like this? Thank you. I can't stand casting at the standard zoom. It's just so... You can't see enough. You just can't see enough in front of you. It's like, is there a flank? Is there something happening? Yeah, and if you're saying like, well, Bahamut, look at the minimap. Have you ever tried to watch a team fight on the minimap? Look how many icons overlap each other. You lose the Karazim right here on the minimap. If you didn't know Karazim was there, you'd lose him half the time because of Nagram's model. The reason the US drives on the right side of the road instead of the left is the same reason why we use date format we do. It was a passive-aggressive way of saying F you to the UK. Is that real, Werbs? Is that really it? United States is so stubborn and childish that that's what they did? I'm sorry, like, that's not an FU. That's just being stubborn and childish in my book. Minimap is 90% of the game, and the other 10% is the zoom. Oh, the hammering! Falstad picks up secret weapon after he almost gets that kill. If like level 7 was maybe a second to 2 seconds earlier and he snaps that pick, he easily kills the Sylvanas while that hammering is up, but that's taking a lot of damage. First blood to the side of 30k. Baha, can you ask your questions to the clean stream controller sooner, since what you ask always happens? I will do my best. I'll do my best, Zig. Thank you. Yeah, that's a good recommendation. I appreciate that. All right, so we'll see top lane fort down. Mid lane fort front gate out. Last couple shots from mid do get down to the fort. We do have siege giants. Liam is very far forward in top lane, in my opinion. Jet propulsion eaten by the tongue. I don't think Liam lives. I really don't. I don't see a world where Liam lives here. They will be able to double siege giant, but this feels insanely deep for Liam. Like, I'm kind of surprised why he was so far forward. It feels a little feedy from Liam, to be honest, but that's me being critical in a critical game, so I guess it's my job. Yo, Vito, what's up, bud? It's just like, I was looking at the minimap, I'm like, Liam, you are so deep into the lane. I will say this, he did get some, did he get some siege value onto the keep front gate at least? Is there at least some sort of, you know, creates dilemmas? Oh, absolutely, yeah, no, I'm with you on that. It allowed 30k to get double siege giants, but was it worth it? Was it worth it? If you've never seen Out Cold, go watch it. It's a very good movie. There's a lot of like actors and actresses in there. You're like, oh, you're in there? Out Cold, very, very good. Condemn from Cattle, pulls in a few. Containment disc from Maev. Sanctification, arrow going wide. Cattle gonna try and back away. Umbral Bind pulls him back in. Bunker comes down a little too late. 7-sided strike, not gonna get the value as the pain is shared. Sanctification, by the way, was the reason the arrow just passed right through the enemy, I believe. Single temple phase in the bottom of the map will actually be spawning after Cattle respawns. Blessed Shield was used. Black Arrow from the Sylvanas. They want to amplify the siege. Madara a little bit scared here. Cure gonna go for a gust maybe into the sidewall? No, okay. I thought he was gonna go for a gust where Swamp Gata just came out of. Ooh, Black Arrows will expire, but Madara's gonna go down. Gust is a touch too late right there. Liam gets vision in the top lane. Bottom lane shots go into mid lane fort. Liam to push up the top lane. I think the members of 30k give this and they just soak and keep the experience equal. Sorry, I'm skimming talents that I might have missed, by the way. No, nothing really to note. No explosive arrow for Hanzo, by the way. He's going to be going into the serrated, which will allow him to clear camps and such faster. Mid lane fort goes down. Top lane fort, will that go down as well? I don't think so. Top lane has a fight as well breaking out. Nagram getting low. Actually, top lane fort saved as Kier steps onto the point, so bottom lane shots will go into bottom lane fort front gate. Kier steps off before or just as the last shots will come through. Top lane cleared out by the Sylvanas and the Rhaegar. Mid lane now, we look at mid lane. Or maybe we won't. I was wondering if Karazim and Blaze would threaten the Dahaka, but actually no damage done to either. Boss is up and available. We've got a slight experience advantage going over the side of 30k, but that's probably from a little bit of a wave that hasn't been picked up by like Dahaka and mid or something. Well, if Henning and Skoog grab the camp on the top left of our map, we'll see the Siege Giants traded out between the two teams. 13 talent here should be just about the same time for both. Madara's still working through level 1 stacks, which feels a little bit late, but he should be able to get that in the next engagement. Speaking of next engagements, our next objective phase will be in the center and in the bottom of the map. So double altar phase, we'll see how these two teams split as the 13 talent tiers faster for the side of Bang Bush, but here is the boss start. Now, Cattle, I don't know if he's seen this, but he definitely sees it now. Plus hammers. We have the percent-based damage from Falstad now, so the level 13 is huge for Cure. Remorselessness, Sylvanas. Okay. Dahaka lands a drag on a someone. 7-sided strike will come through. Bunker down from the Blaze. There's a Sanctification as well from the Tyrael. I thought I saw Isolation utilized. There's a Gust from Falstad. A Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas. Legacy trying to back away. The hat will end. That's a scatter from Madara getting the last stack he needs, and Legacy's able to back away. God, Karazim's solo healer just makes me... It worries me so much all the time. I know Blaze can self-heal, Falstad can self-heal with autos, and you know, Blaze can do... He can light a fight underneath his own feet. That's a drag from the bush, and that should be a dead Joanna. No! Blessed Shield not used. Isolation not used. Actually, what did I even see? I thought I saw one of the two used out there right there, but neither of them will go out. Maybe it was a containment disc that I actually saw. Maybe that was what was the projectile thrown out. So Blaze goes to bottom. Dahaka gonna maybe match this. Dahaka will show and wave as he rotates down. Falstad gust, barrel rolling away. 7 seconds on a gust. Hey, Ara, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I do feel bad I missed 2 of the best of 5s yesterday, but I just, you know, I wanted to see my family when they arrived up here, rather than, you know, they show up and I'm just casting and then, you know, I'm done when I'm done, so. Either way, we'll see some temple shot traded. Bottom lane fort will fall. Keep in the mid lane is going to be taking damage as Henning is getting those shots out on his own. Mid lane fort might fall here, so we might see parity in structures. Cattle throws the shield glare out. Condemn onto a couple. Unstoppable popped. Arrow from Hanzo as well. 7-sided strike. And the Dahaka burrows under the ground. But Nagram taking a lot of damage will go down. Now look at the Nagram death timer. He's at 38, 37, 36, 32. So he gets about 4 seconds off his death timer right there. Boss has started. And I think 30k gets this. Spending time with the family, how dare I know, right? You know, my family traveled all across the United States to come say hi to me. And then leave immediately. No. Svamgrada, did he just die? Okay, he didn't. He's got the speed from the level 1. He actually moves a little slower than mount speed. He's currently at 128%, as it's 2 times 4. 2% per stack. At 10 stacks, you're at 140%. I'm actually a little surprised. That means that Dahaka hasn't been doing as much soaking and stuff. He's at 5 now, so he's got mount speed after tapping a bush for 5 seconds. Last shots will go into mid lane, onto the keep. Keep down to about 60% HP. Tyrael, he's got the holy ground. He swords out. Scatter out from Hanzo, poking in here as well. Siege Giants, boss, good damage. Boss clapping through. That's going to be a jet propulsion. That's a bunker. Containment disc onto Falstead. He barrel rolls out. Nagram chasing in here a little deep, and he has to back off. Okay, Siege Giants will end. Next objective phase will be double. The members of 30k should prioritize bottom lane, because that'll focus on the bottom lane keep. I'm like worried for both teams. 3-2. Vision gained in the top portion of the map. We'll see both teams grab their respective bruiser camps. Tyrael throws the Eldruin's Might back, checks a little forward, then backs off immediately. Well, Falstead sees Nagram, throws out a little bit of damage right there. Nancy, thank you for the gifted sub to Ara. Sanctification, that's a lot of damage onto Joanna. She gets the Iron Skin, Wailing Arrow, or excuse me, that's the Isolation. Tyrael chases in. That's a great jet propulsion. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas now going to be coming out. Ancestral Healing will be used as well. Liam trying to back away. No bunker available. Not for a second. He actually gets it there. That's going to be an arrow. Jet propulsion to follow in. Hammering from Falstead. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of really good damage. Into Bang Bush. Can they get the kill into Henning? Hanzo chasing in. Jet propulsion once again from Liam. That's a flight in from Falstead. Falstead's going to be going right for Henning. Henning is going to take a lot of damage, and Henning does go down. That's going to be a double kill so far for the side of 30k. As Nagram is split from his team, he shall fall here around that camp, and Falstead, he's gonna barrel roll out of this. I don't know. Either way, Tyrael might get some cooldown reduction on his death timer. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a triple kill for the side of 30k. I think they just go double temple phase here. Cattle, stop clearing bottom and go to the temple. I saw his model stop in the wave, and I'm like, no, Cattle, go to the objective. Keeping bottom goes down for sure. Containment is avoided by the barrel roll from Falstead. He's got the level 16 as well, I believe. Bottom keep, dead. I don't know when boss is up, though. Boss was grabbed, like, maybe 3-4 minutes ago, and I think it's a 5-minute... Okay, Gust. Gust, jet propulsion, they're out of here. They don't want this fight. Pyromania pop by the Blaze, hammering out from the Falstead. Dahaka goes for the drag, but he doesn't land it. That's an arrow from Hanzo as well. But it's all disengaged. Gust, arrow, all used. Bottom lane shots will finish out, and Maev gets a couple shots on the top lane keep front gate. Whew.
You have stolen enough of my temple's power.
20 talents here. Almost here for 30k. Saying, yeah, Holy Ground, they steal the camp away. Wailing Arrow onto Madara, but he's already clear out of the fight. Containment disc onto who? Falstead. Sanctification on the ground as well. Silence. Yeah, Falstead, you're dead. But now, what do the members of Bang Bush actually get here? There's a Siege Giant camp available. Boss is up in 45 seconds, so that's 5 seconds less than Falstad's timer. I feel like, yeah, they get the kill. Yeah, they get some experience, but that's no actual map advantage. It is a good kill. It is a momentum shift. 6 out of the 10 stacks for the Dahaka, by the way. Elongated Tongue level 16. Storm Shield, or Blinded by the Light for the John at level 20. Shield Glares giving cooldown reduction. 11-sided Strike Karazim. Bunker Fortified by the Blaze. Falstad, I assume he takes Wind Tunnel. What if Cure goes Epic Mount and he tries to backdoor the core or something stupid? No. Just go Wind Tunnel. Just go Wind Tunnel, please, Cure. Thank you. Okay. So, Holy Arena for the brain. Do it. For the Tyrael. Ancestor Healing. Flight. Okay, they know. Sanctification. Oh, Holy Ground was used very early. Wind Tunnel's up. They have to pop it now. They're late. Jet Propulsion out from Blaze. Kier does not want to use Wind Tunnel in this disengage run. Svamkrata, not going to go for the drag. I've been streaming for like 9 hours straight almost, so my brain's starting to waffle. Also, I started just having beer. And I was just like, all right, gust into the 7-sided Strike. Karazim will not get that much value with it. Arrow from Hanzo. Sanctification out from the Tyrael. There's a Containment Disc onto Falstad. Once again, Liam he has Bunker down and available. Storm Shield from the Joanna. Ancestor Healing will be coming out. Farseer's Blessing getting the second proc. Almost every heroic was used except for Bunker. Boss in bottom. Top lane objective is here. Top lane also has a catapult nearing the keep. And Dahaka clears that out. Bottom lane boss is left by Falstad. It is going to go down. Gets maybe like an auto or so onto the keep. Top lane objective. Getting shots onto the top lane keep front gate. Shield glare into the bush. Joanna sees. Containment Disc avoided by the barrel roll. Here comes Falstad going in. Jet Propulsion avoided by the Vaults of the Warden of Maiev. We have the Eldruin's Might expiring on the Tyrael. Svamgrad on the right side of your screen. He's in that flank position for the drag. That's a Jet Propulsion. Oh my god! Goodbye, Maiev. Maiev dead for 60. Svamgrada getting chased by Liam. That's gonna be a store. Oh no! They're going core, aren't they? They're grabbing camp and going core. What are they doing? What's the game plan here? Sylvanas, Rhaegar, Hearth. Cattle's already stepping into lane. Earth Grasp Totem from the Rhaegar. Arrow connecting on a Skoog. Here comes Kier. Kier with the damage. Kier with the damage. Kier with the kill. That's going to be a Bless Shield follow-up from the Joanna. And ladies and gentlemen. Screw you, EU. You suck. No. NA 30K will take the Heroes International. 30K will be your Heroes International Champion. 30K, the best team in the world at Heroes of the Storm. Take down Bang Bush in a best of 7 grand finals. GG, well played. NA prevails. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Is the series over? It is a best of 7, and the members of 30K did take the final map in this best of 7 series. Oh yeah, chat, be sure to vote on, Day just posted it in chat as well. I'm sorry if I just blinded anyone. Be sure to vote on your MVP for the day. Personally, I gotta be honest, it's Liam for me. It's Liam for me. It's a toss-up though. Madara's huge. Madara's huge, but Liam, oh Jesus Christ. I think there might be some offsetted voting. I'm leaning Liam. That's, you know what? I don't mind showing my vote there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hang out here for a hot second, because if there is an interview, I do want to be able to catch that really quickly as well. Who played Hogger for 30K? That was Liam. Liam is the off laner for 30K. Liam is, to quote my wonderful friend in chat, Day, Liam is cracked at anything. Liam is literally insane when he plays any game. Oh, Trixler, the knot on your tie is making me very depressed, my friend. Oh, I don't like that knot on his tie. It's bothering me because it's one of those things where they just kept tightening it down, and they didn't. All right, do we get a winner's interview? What's going on? Does anyone know? Oh my god, it's Hebby! It's Hebby! Oh, look, it's Cattle, Liam, Madara, Legacy. I think Issa's the one behind them. Joy is, I think Joy's stepping in here. We should get an interview soon, shouldn't we? Oh, all right, cool. Do we have an interview? No audio.
What a game, Twitch chat. Fantastic performance, and of course a big congratulations to 30K, who we will see in a little bit. But first of all, it's time for our MVP award of the tournament, and that one will be handed out by Fan himself, won by no
Hey,
other
Fan!
than
Look, everybody,
Ultralis.
Fan's here!
Congratulations, Ultralis.
Oh, the voting was still open, though.
Congratulations to the MVP of the tournament, Ultralis.
I'm gonna turn that down a little bit.
There's honestly not been many players outside of the HGC era that I've been truly impressed by. Not many that have truly shocked me with their insane plays, but I'm glad to say that Ultralis is one of those few, and I'm glad that everyone else has seen that as well. So, big congrats to you, my man. And
Alrighty, now let's have a look at our winning team. Everyone give it up.
And that's what happens when you use a noise suppression filter and you let everyone yell. No audio comes through. It's Chris the manager. Oh, nope, he's gone.
Jura, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. It was a really fun series.
Pretty good?
Yeah, fun day. Yeah, GG's. Happy the team showed up really good. Showed up NA. And yeah,
they're
it's
at the
pretty fun.
Next Level Gaming Esports Center in Miami, Swift. Next Level Gaming is the sponsor for the event, and they're at the venue for it.
First day, then we pulled it together, did some VOD reviews, and ended up much better the last 2 days, so great job, everyone.
Pulled it together and brought it home, boys. Congratulations. Then I guess it's time for the one thing that you've all been waiting for. It's time for the trophy. Kevin.
No love for Ginger Center. See? Hey, it's Kevin, the man.
I am proud to announce 30K as the winner of the Heroes International LAN for 2022.
Yay! Everybody gets to hold it. The god, Liam. Madara as well right there, and then Legacy is on the end. For anyone that doesn't know who the players are, if you're curious. Oh, Legacy. Legacy, the bouncer.
Alrighty. Kevin, it's so awesome that you guys pulled this together.
The first guy, yeah, the first guy, the shorter guy who's got like a black beard, he's got a, that's Kier.
What inspired you to
And then
make this all
Cattle's the one
happen?
wearing the face mask.
What inspired me
And this
was
is Kevin, the
when I went
owner,
to
operator,
HGC
and
2018,
guy
I
from
thought this was the most amazing
Next Level
thing.
Gaming.
I said, I want to do this.
He's a
love
good guy.
videos of some
Sweet man.
community. I just want to give back and do lands like this. This is the most amazing thing ever.
I hope they do more of these, honestly.
The whole community thanks you for that. All right. Let's move a little bit to the side when I find the bridges. So now that we have this line over with, and the whole community is of course behind
Next
you
Level
with this
Gaming's
fantastic
fantastic.
work that you
Good
have
people.
done. Thank you so much for everything that you have given to the HOTS community. Thank you everyone that has been donating and contributing to
Yeah,
this
when's the
tournament.
Heroes International
Thank you all
second
so,
announcement,
so
huh?
much. So
When are they gonna announce
Kevin,
it?
What's what's your thoughts? What's your like takeaway from everything that's happened from this?
Who's doing the
fantastic
interview?
weekend?
Joy K.
I am left almost speechless by the community. This community is such amazing. I love all of the teams. I am very grateful to everyone. Who
If you're
has
looking for her on Twitch, it's
contributed to our
I'm Joey
GoFundMe.
K.
I am grateful to everyone that made it to the event. We have lots of fans that flew out here for the event.
I don't know why they don't give her a
Everyone
little
involved,
like name taggy thing like
thank you.
everyone
From the
else.
bottom of my heart,
Like
thank you
interviewer
very
Joy
much.
K.
Yeah, I think that is that's all. Oh, you okay? All right, sure.
I guess it wasn't ping diff.
Oh! Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
If you could have dropped the mic there, you would have. No? Yeah. All right. Okay. Then thank you guys so much in Twitch chat for watching this tournament with us.
He
Hope
said
you
it, I
guys
guess
enjoyed
it's
the
not ping
weekend.
diff.
We hope to see you in future events. Go on Twitch. Have a nice evening. Bye.
Alrighty, everybody. That is going to be it for us. I want to take a moment to thank all of you so much for hanging out with us for the stream. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting this event. Thanks for hanging out with me while I, stream all of this. I know there's a main broadcast you could go watch. There's other people co-streaming it, so I really do appreciate everyone hanging out. Thank you for the gifted subs, the resubscriptions, the bits, the follows, everything. I really, really hope you all had a fantastically fun time hanging out with me this weekend. I am going to go get some food. I'm going to go get some well-deserved time off. Mr. Bin,